and welcome to the United Stand. You've got me, which is Ross, and Mad Marcus today. Unfortunately, Mark can't be here, so we're going to have a bit of a different watch-along today, but it should be quite a chilled out and a fun event, which would involve you, the live comments, the United Stand chair, and me and Marcus. I think I've got Marcus here. Are you here, Marcus?
Oh yeah, how are we doing, everyone?
I'm very good. So the way we're going to do it, guys, is Marcus is going to be very in control, as he always is, with the live comments. I'm going to give you the team news. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about the preview of the game. And then, hopefully, 5:30 on the dot, we're going to watch United absolutely run away with this game, Arsenal away. So, I don't know where Mark is. I'm going to leave that up to speculation. But, yeah, you can speculate about that. I'm sure Marcus knows, but he's not going to tell us. So, we'll just go with that. I haven't actually had any team news leaks or anything yet, so I can't really speculate. I have heard a rumour, it's come from Marcus himself, that you think Matic isn't starting, Marcus.
Yes, apparently Matic is on the bench and Herrera is supposed to get a nod. He's obviously being saved for the City game if that turns out to be correct.
Fair dues. Well, I saw a great comment in the live comments which says 1 like equals the United win. So if we're going with that, we can all drop a like, and drop a like for if you like me and Marcus, and if you like the chair as well. Just thought I'd get that in before the game started. But still, do you know what, Marcus? If it is true what you just said, I will be devastated. Oh, I've just had a leak from an idiot on Twitter. I don't like him, but it's a good source. Nemanja Matic is fit and starts at Man United unchanged from the Watford win. If that's true, mate, I'll be buzzing with that. 3 at the back. It was well balanced. That would fill me with confidence. Would you agree?
Yes, much better. I was hoping Matic would start anyway. He's the more in our midfield. Herrera, as we know, isn't in great vein of form at the minute, so stability and control is where it's needed in a game like this.
Matic starts. I'm getting that a lot now. A lot. It's not confirmed yet. I am looking at the Manchester United Twitter, which is really official source for the team lineup, and it's not up yet, but we still got a minute. But wow, I mean, I'm just having a little look at the live comments to see what they think about that fantastic news, and everyone seems to be quite pleased about it. So, mate, that fills me with so much confidence. I was secretly worried about Matic not starting, but if he starts, hey ho, here we go. We still have no team yet though, so it's still not official, but we've still got about 30 seconds. But it is good news. So drop a like if you like that. If you like the fact that Matic is starting, please drop a like. And do you know what? I think everyone, along with me, me and Marcus have been talking all week, so I know that he does, but I've been so excited about this game. It's not the be-all and end-all. I don't think the title is over if we lose this game or even draw it, but a win today would be phenomenal. And I have the team lineup. So, on a quick glance, it's correct. It's completely unchanged from Watford. So we have De Gea in goal, Valencia, Young as wing backs. We have a back three of Lindelof, Smalling and Marcus Rojo. So pleased to see man back in our defence. And for the record, it wasn't a penalty against Watford. He won the ball. Matic, Pogba, Lingard through the middle, and Martial and Lukaku up top. So for me, there's pace, there's power, there's defensive stability. It's the perfect lineup for me, Marcus.
Okay, yeah, it's I mean it's as good as we could have hoped for. So hopefully it's a great game of football, and the referees are not making a name for themselves. These are the big games that United should be winning, and with that team, I think it's probably as good as it could ever be. I think.
Yeah, I'd agree, mate. I mean, I'm just trying to look at if there's a negatives. No Zlatan, a lot of people are saying. Well, I kind of expected that. I don't know why he didn't travel, but he didn't travel at all, and neither did Mkhitaryan. But I'm quite pleased to see that Rashford's on the bench again. I think it does work well, this whole Martial-Rashford sub thing. The annoyance was that it was always Rashford starting ahead of Martial. I like Martial, Rashford off the bench. I like Martial starting. I think he links so well with Lukaku. For me, that's a team that should absolutely blow Arsenal away. And look, Arsenal are no mugs, but neither were Watford, and we blew them away. And do you know what? The last time we played Arsenal, when we had an in-form Ashley Young, was when we beat them 8-2. So they're the ones that need to worry today, not us. So I think the gamble was correct on Matic, to be honest. And I was sort of thinking this, Marcus. I remember back in sort of the 90s when you always used to hear about players having injections to play, and you don't really hear that anymore. And I do wonder if Matic has had a little bit of that treatment, because I think a win today relies so heavily on him, because without him, players like Pogba, Martial, then they don't get the same freedom.
It is, yeah. Could you just re-mention the team?
Of course I will, mate.
A couple of people were just asking, like, what's the lineup, and I'm not sure if you got the Arsenal lineup as well.
I'll get the Arsenal lineup for you as well. Whatever you ask for, Marcus, I will deliver. We have De Gea in goal, best goalkeeper in the world, standard. Best wing backs in the world with Valencia and Ashley Young. And I'm not joking. Look, they may not be the best, but they're probably the most in form. Rojo, Smalling, Lindelof, like that a lot. Matic, Pogba and Lingard in midfield. So you're looking at a two-man midfield with Matic and Pogba, with potentially Lingard at 10 and Martial, Lukaku up front. So again, I'm really pleased with that. But we still have no Bailly on the bench, which is really strange, because 2 weeks ago Jose said he would be fit for the Watford game. So strange. He must be taking a little bit longer than expected. But the bench lines up with Darmian, Blind, McTominay, Herrera, Mata, Rashford. So McTominay ekes his way onto the bench again, but I haven't got a problem with that. Mata's dropped for Lingard. That would maybe, you could argue that Mata may get on that team ahead of Lingard, but I think Mata's last performance, he was very poor. So I think Lingard kind of is there on merit, and when a player scores a goal like they did against Watford, his confidence is going to be high. So I'm kind of backing a good performance from Lingard today. But just to give you the Arsenal lineup, it's full of has-beens and no-hopers.
While you get that up, Ross, we got a super chat here from Jared Passerman, who says, thanks for the contribution, Jared. It's Matic is made of steel. Props to him for playing. So thank you for that.
It's true. It's absolutely true. The man of the moment for me, man of the season as well. I know Young is getting the headlines at the minute, but Arsenal line up with a very old Petr Cech in goal, Koscielny, Mustafi, Monreal as a back three, and that's that. What Arsenal do, which is different to the United, is United just give a list of names. Actually, Arsenal Twitter account puts them in the positions, so we do know that is a back three, and it's Ramsey and Xhaka in the midfield. Pogba should absolutely dominate them. Bellerin and Kolasinac as wing backs, and Özil, Alexis and Lacazette, which, you know, that front three reads good, but to me, two of them front three don't even want to be there. And Lacazette has managed to eke his way into getting fit as well, because I thought he was nailed on to not even make the team. So that is a big surprise
for me. For me as well. Wasn't it a groin injury he picked up?
It was, yeah. So again, he may be playing through the pain today, but I mean, Xhaka, Ramsey, Matic, Pogba, there should only be one domination in that midfield. And Lukaku has had a bit of a tough ride at the minute, but you know, if he plays on Monreal, who I think is the weak link in their back three, he should play on the shoulder of him, and I'm backing Lukaku for a goal today. I mean, me and Marcus were just talking before we went on air about the whole Lukaku situation, which he's getting a lot of flack at the minute, which I don't really agree with, to be honest. I think he's out of form. Yeah, give you that, but he's not. When you're out of form and you're not putting in the effort, you need to be dropped, and that's where Mkhitaryan falls into that bracket. But for me, Lukaku's trying his hardest. It's just not working for him at the minute. But I don't think Zlatan would improve us if Lukaku was to be dropped, and I don't think it will help us in the long term destroying a forward's confidence by dropping him as soon as he's out of form. Would you agree, Marcus?
Yeah, I would to a point. I think when you talk about dropping players and destroying confidence, you could say that Martial has started to turn up now after he was, he's being dropped and slated by Mourinho for his work rate and things like that, and he's come bang into contention and really being the number one left-sided player for us. So there is that. Obviously, it hasn't worked with Mkhitaryan because his form is still abysmal. So it's a 50-50 thing. I'm all for one thinking that it's probably the mentality of the player that it depends how they react in it and whether they can deal with it. But just to sidetrack from that, we've got another contribution from Dies TV. Thanks for that, mate. It says Arsenal is no pub team. It's going to be a tough game, which I quite agree with, Ross. I'm not sure. I mean, Arsenal's home form this season, they've not been beaten at home. They straight win. They brushed aside Tottenham. They brushed aside Huddersfield. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as some people think. Don't know what your thoughts on that. Just based on the home form,
I did put a tweet out earlier, sort of mocking Arsenal, and I was kind of hoping to get reaction out of Arsenal fans, to be honest. But look, it's going to be a tough game. But for me, still, if we don't win, I think that it will be 2 points dropped from us, because I think that the team that we have on paper, that formation, that personnel, we should be beating this Arsenal team. So, and do you know what? After what we did against Liverpool, look, we didn't have the personnel against Chelsea, so I'm not really going to count that. But we need to be seen to go at a team in the top four. I know it's away from home. They are a top four team for me. We've got to go at them and put in a performance like we did against Newcastle, like we did against Watford, to a top team. Yeah, but I've got to answer. I'm getting a lot of comments, and I'm suppose you're seeing it as well, as to where Mark is. The question is, I don't know. He's in the comments. But I'm not too sure where he is at the moment. But he won't be here for this watch along. You are stuck with me and Marcus. But look, there's a positive with having me and Marcus. There's 3 positives actually. I can't think of them at the minute. But no, first positive, you get to look at that super sexy chair, which is a lovely leather chair. Second positive, which I thought of earlier, Marcus, is we've never watched United. We've only watched United win when we've done watch-alongs together. So,
yes, a good idea.
Long may that continue. And the last watch-along we did, which is the third positive, was when we destroyed Chelsea with a Herrera masterclass. And he doesn't play today, which I agree with, but lots of positives. And we got loads of likes as well when we did the last one. So I hope you can all show your support for for me and Marcus and for the United stand, because it carries on without Mark, and he would have loved to have been here, but unfortunately he can't. So
Mark is on holiday, so but I must make it clear, he will be doing his live match reaction after the game as normal. He's just on holiday, just a little bit busy this afternoon, and we're just filling in. He hasn't gone nowhere, but he'll be straight back after the game doing his match reaction. So don't worry yourselves about it. But,
on holiday, hey?
Yeah, on holiday.
Wonder where he's gone. I bet he's gone somewhere very exotic. Anyway, so but it's not about it's about United. Well, Arsenal versus United today. The game we've all been looking forward to. There's just another super chat come through, Marcus. If you want to read that.
It's from Matthew McFadden. Thanks for the contribution, mate. And he says, was that the Chelsea game that Mark went to? Don't think he's mentioned it. Do you know what, Matthew? I think I think that is the last watch along. I remember him saying that he went to Old Trafford once or twice, and I think that was the game when Matic was invisible as well. So I think that was the last one. Maybe Mark can tell you the story in the comments. But he just put a comment in here actually that says he's at Centre Parks, Ross, and he's off down the pub now to watch it.
Yeah, Centre Parks in Dubai, more like. He can't fall beat with that one. Anyway, it's about United, like I said today. So we'll just have a little bit of more of a chat about this team lineup. I mean, it's interesting. For a long time, United have failed to, play back-to-back starting lineups, and I think a lot of that has been based around injury and also just tinkering. And it's actually really nice and really relieving to know that this team is a winning team. It's off the back of a win. It's unchanged, and I liked how we played, and we've got some real form players there. So, and I think Pogba wasn't so effective against Watford, but I think he also looked a little bit fatigued.
Yeah.
But boy, has he got to be up for it today. I mean, this team, and I don't want to make it channel it the wrong way, but it's about two massive players for me, and it's Pogba. It's both French players, Pogba and Martial. If they perform today, Arsenal have absolutely no hope, and I would love to see Martial run into that back three from Arsenal, because I guarantee there would be a few careers ended there for me.
I hope so, mate. I really hope that's true. Judging by the team, I mean, is it a 3-5-2 we've gone with?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah,
I mean, Mark's in the comments. Mark always says it, and he's absolutely bang on with it. It is like the cheating formation.
Yeah.
Because you've got your back three, it's solid, but it's a back five. It is a back five. But when you attack, you've also got a five-man midfield. So it is the cheating formation, and it puts a lot of strain on you wingers. But I think we've got one very fit winger in wing back in Valencia, and Ashley Young's in the form of his, not the form of his life, but he's in a hell of a form at the minute. So it's perfect for me. It's absolutely perfect. And with Arsenal's back three, I think Ashley Young's crossing today is so needed. Onto Pogba's head, onto Lukaku's head. Because for me, with the players that we have, with the team that we have, we do not score enough headed goals.
No, we don't, and we do have a lot of height in our team as well. So it is a really confusing stat that, I mean, we don't seem to put that many balls into the box for our tall players. Even on corners, you could probably count on one hand how many corners, goals from corners on the head that we've done this season. But hopefully, I mean, today there's a lot of height in that team again. There's a lot of physicality in the team as well, and I think that's probably one of two main reasons that I reckon we will beat them, and that is because Arsenal don't like to be roughed up, and the fact that our pace should prevail by the end of the game. It really should. We've got another contribution here from Dies TV. Thanks for that. He says, you guys doing a great job, keep it up. I'm usually critical to Lukaku, but today it's all about supporting. Let's all believe in Lukaku and the team. So great comment, fantastic, and thanks for the contribution.
It's a really good comment about Lukaku, that, for me.
I mean,
and it's right.
Some people, Ross, wanting Lukaku to be dropped for Zlatan. I mean, he's what was he, one goal in 8, 1 in 9, something like that. I don't think Zlatan would be the answer because of the lack of pace. He wouldn't be able to push that Arsenal back three, 5 or 10 yards further. So I think Lukaku today, a big job on his hands, and got to prove a lot of the doubters wrong, I think.
Definitely. I mean, Fionn says Cristiano, young Aldo, which I absolutely love. Yeah, you're right. It's not a case of, well, it is a case of dropping. Look, we've all got opinions, right? And I do respect everyone's opinion. And if you do think Zlatan should play ahead of Lukaku, that's a fair comment. For me, no, it's not the one. And if Lukaku was to be dropped, and you'd say he put Martial at number 9, I'd probably go, that's interesting. It may work. I just don't think Zlatan works at number 9, and I was happy to see him come back. I like him as a number 10. I think that would probably be his most effective position, supporting Lukaku, and it may make Lukaku play better. But, I mean, Twix has just said Lukaku needs to prove himself in the big games and needs to step up today. And I'd agree with that. I'd absolutely agree with it, and it will happen for him. And let's not forget, look, his dry spell has been quite a long time, but he had Mkhitaryan playing behind him for pretty much the majority of them games, and it's like having a paper bag playing behind you because he was awful. And when you've got pretty much 9 outfield players when Mkhitaryan's playing, it's you're not going to get chances. And look, the chances he has had in them games, he should have put away, and that's where the criticism comes in, and it is fair. But I think I just think that we should give him more chances to prove himself, and today is massive for him. But it's not all about him, and if we win 1-0 and he's not involved whatsoever, I will love it. I don't really care. I just want a win today, and I don't care where the goal comes from. I don't care. You know, it's just got to be. I don't think Fellaini's on the bench, is he? No, he's not.
No,
So no
he's
Fellaini
not.
today either. So which I think is a blow. I don't know what your thoughts are, Marcus.
I think it is. I mean, again, we know Mourinho loves the height aspect of the players, and I think, you know, the last 10-15 minutes, if we're chasing it for a draw, or, you know, if we're winning, I just think he is that option. Everyone knows now he is the plan B option now, and I think that without him on the bench, it looks a little bit thin. People are saying Zlatan's not on the bench either. I mean, what's the subs, Ross?
The subs are the best sub goalkeeper in the world, Romero,
Yep.
Damian Blind, for Christ's sake, McTominay, Herrera, Mata, Rashford. So the last three, Herrera, Mata, Rashford, is strong. That is a strong bench. I mean,
Yeah.
and Rashford is such a quality player to have to come off the bench. And I still think that that's where Rashford is in his United career. I don't think he should be starting every game. I think he's a phenomenal talent. I think the end to his career is limitless. It really is. But
Yeah.
it's nice to see him taken out for a little while. Because go on.
I was going to say, I'm very surprised that Zlatan is not on the bench.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I don't know if it's an injury, but this was come out yesterday, actually. I knew that he wasn't going to start today.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't in the squad, sorry. There was him, Fellaini, and I think someone else who I can't remember didn't travel. I don't know if it's an injury or if they just felt that we didn't need him today. But I'm not too sure, to be honest. I would like to know more, but if the live comments could let us know. A lot of people are asking if he's playing, but he's not, obviously, because he's not in the team. But what's your score predictions, Marcus?
Well, I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. But I think it's also going to be a tight, sort of like a game of chess. No one is going to want to make their move early. You know, Mourinho's got a good record against Wenger as well. He'll want to keep that up. But the only trouble for me is that Arsenal have not lost or drawn a game at home this season. But I'm quite confident we can be the first to end that streak for them. So I'm going to go with a hard-fought 2-1 United win. Goal scorers, I'm going to go with you. I think Lukaku is, this is a good game for him to silence his critics, and the only way you can do that is by doing it on the pitch and getting the goal. So I'm going to go with Lukaku and Martial with 2 scorers for me.
It's a fair comment, and it'd probably be right, I think, but I've gone with 2-0, and it's based on the formation for me. I think the back three is very solid. And do you know what? I think it's actually a bonus. I think Alex, who used to appear on the United Stand quite a lot, was saying on Twitter, and I was keeping an eye on it, and I totally agreed with it, which is Giroud is actually more effective for Arsenal than Lacazette. And I think Giroud plays players like Sanchez and Ozil in more and makes their team more effective. And Giroud gets a hell of a lot of goals for Arsenal. So I'm actually pleased that Lacazette's starting. I think he's less of a threat. I think based on that, I don't think they're going to score. I really don't. And I hope I am right. I really do. So, 2-0 for me. And I think your goal scorers are spot on, Marcus. I think you can't say. Lewis Crawford, where's Mark at? He is on holiday. So, as Marcus said, though, he's going to be doing the live match reaction afterwards. So, Lucas says Flex is live on Instagram with troops. Didn't know that. So Flex has been doing some fantastic things with Arsenal Fan TV as well. So check that out. He's on the United Stand videos on the playlist. I think he's going to do fan cams with some of the Arsenal Fan TV crew as well. So
just
Just quickly,
sorry,
Pete says Ross is so deluded. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Needed that. Cheers, pal.
There's always one comment for you, mate. I just want to spend a quick 5 minutes on Mesut Ozil. Strongly linked to United. Obviously, for January, there's talk of 20 million. Then, obviously, in the summer, there's talk of him for free. Now, he is playing today, is he not?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, he is.
So he is playing. Would this come across to you if he plays well? It's a bit of an audition for Mourinho, knowing that their time together at Madrid and they quite openly talk about their friendship and respect for each other. So would this be the time when Ozil puts it on and hopefully tries and forces his move through?
Adam Atkin says Ross is a legend, so that balances out. I would hope, because obviously Ozil and Jose have had a relationship in the past, and obviously the relationship broke down at some point. I'd like to think if he is coming, there was a text message sent saying you need to screw yourself up today, mate. But obviously we know that doesn't happen in football, and it is an audition. I honestly think that I'm about 70% confident that Ozil will come to United. I really do, and I think the paper talk is not so false on this one, to be honest. So it is a bit of an audition, and but he doesn't really. I say that he doesn't really. We know what Ozil is. We know what qualities he has, and we know what qualities he lacks.
Yeah.
And I think in a United team, which is so heavily dominant on possession, Ozil will thrive. What he struggles with at Arsenal is when they're under the cosh a little bit, he doesn't get stuck in, he goes missing, and that's kind of what Mkhitaryan does. But I just think Ozil is a lot more experienced in our league. He is so creative, assist merchant, to be honest. So I hope he comes. I really do. I don't know if that'll upset a lot of people. I do think there's better number 10s out there. I just think where United are with finances and the positions we need to strengthen, I think Ozil is quite a cheap, easy number 10 that we can get in, and we need to strengthen. We need to strengthen left back, because Ashley Young ain't going to last forever. We need to strengthen right back, because Valencia won't last forever. We are so reliant on Pogba. We need so many centre midfielders. It's a joke. If Fellaini goes, that makes the problem even worse. And let's not forget, next season we probably won't have Zlatan either, so we're looking at a sub-striker as well. So much strengthening needs to happen. I think Ozil would just be a nice, easy replacement that could get done early. But we've also been linked to other players like Goretzka, like we were saying earlier. Which, if that happens, I'll be jumping for joy, to be honest. But
so a couple of people turning up late and wanting to know the lineup and the subs bench. So do you want to read it out again?
I will, mate. I will read it out right now. I've just got to find it again. Got it. Okay, so the team lineup starts in goal with David De Gea. Obviously, we're playing the 3-5-2 or the 5-3-2, whatever you want to call it. But we're playing a back three of Lindelof, Smalling, Rojo, wing backs of Valencia on the right, Young on the left, midfielders of Matic and Pogba, with Lingard looking like a number 10, and Martial, Lukaku up front. And look, Lukaku missed a sitter against Watford, and that's all people talked about. But he was very effective in a lot of our plays. I think he got 2 assists. And I think having people like Martial close to Lukaku helps him out a lot. And I think having Pogba behind him supporting helps Lukaku out a lot. And what I'm seeing from Pogba this season actually is less emphasis on the defensive side of his game. And I think that's just the reliance on Matic for us again. I think we have so much confidence in his ball-winning abilities. It allows Pogba to almost not track back as much, which is kind of where we need him. Because when we counter, when we break, it's always Pogba running at ball to feet. And that's the one player you want when we're breaking, to have the ball at feet, because you really can rely on him to put a really decent through ball through to one of the strikers. So, I know stats are lost in football, but Pogba's stats are ridiculous this season, even including that injury. If he didn't have that injury, you'd be looking at, De Bruyne like stats, who is obviously one of the in-form midfielders in Europe at the minute. But obviously, Arsenal, we've done the Arsenal lineup. I don't need to repeat it. I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. I think it's all about United. It really is. And I know it's away. I know it's at the Emirates. They've got good form at the Emirates. But there's one thing I do want to say, Marcus, and you may agree, you may not. But I actually think this is a really good time to play Arsenal, because for me, when Arsenal are under the cosh and they go into a game as non-favourites, they tend to pull a result out. And I take Tottenham as a big example of that. I think when they come off the back of quite a convincing victory and they go into a game with a lot of confidence, that's when they normally falter. So for me, this is a good time to play Arsenal, because they should be quite open and expansive. Because, and the great thing is as well is that I think we've got to concede possession today, because Arsenal are fantastic at that. Yeah. Let's not forget, we're fantastic on the break. So it should be two tactics against each other. I don't think you can call Jose negative for he shouldn't park the bus today, don't get me wrong, but I think we need to counter and concede possession, because if we chase the ball around, Arsenal are very good at keeping possession and we'll just tire ourselves out, and it's pointless. I think you just got to, as long as it's in their own half, as long as it's not in around our box, you just let them have it and you just be ready to pounce. And the thing that we failed at against Liverpool was when we were trying to do that tactic, we had too many players behind the ball and it didn't work because we couldn't get out. But if you're going to do that, you have to leave both Martial and Lukaku up top, and there will be an out ball all day long.
Yeah, there will be. And again, this what I touched on earlier, the pace that we possess in this team now. Lingard, some people like him, some people don't. I thought he played very well on the right hand side of the midfield against Watford. He obviously scored that wonder goal as well. Some people doubted him that he can't score outside of Wembley, so that's put a few of the doubters back in the corner. But yeah, I mean it's the pace, it's the Lukaku Martial combination that will push Arsenal's back three back that extra 5 to 10 yards. And hopefully Pogba can play that pass that sets us up on the counter-attack, because as we know, we are quite deadly on the counter-attack. We proved that with the goals, couple of the goals against Watford. So yeah, hopefully the pace does come into play. I don't rate Arsenal's back three at all. I don't think it's the quickest. It's certainly not as quick as ours. But there's always an if, isn't it? Anyone can beat anyone on the day. So hopefully, we get through this game, we come out of it with the 3 points, and roll on Manchester City.
Roll on Manchester City. That would be.
It would set us up nicely.
That's the dream, innit? We got Rodney in the comments. So hi, Rodney. How you doing, mate? Guys, we've got like nearly 1,500 people watching, and Mark is a massive advocate that if we get 1,000 likes before the game starts, we win the game. That's a United stand myth that I hope will come true today. So if everyone watching could just bash the like right now, it will. It may help us out. You never know. And give some support to Marcus, who's I'm appearing on it, but Marcus has set this whole thing up. So show Marcus some support as well, which would be fantastic.
I like how you
Marcus,
say that. So I set it up. Yeah. So if anything goes wrong, I get the blame.
It's all you. It's all you. And the chair. No, draw is in the comments. So Draw says the chair, and that's what the like is really for. Forget me. Forget Marcus. Forget Mark. Like the chair. The chair's there, and I think there's the Mario and Fellaini figurines there as well. So brilliant. Drop a like for that. And the likes are smashing up, which is great. But I have a question for you, Marcus.
Yes,
I'm going to drop you right in it, mate.
Oh,
drop you right in it. Would you have played? Where's the Guinness, Ross? Says Jamie. I'm not drinking Guinness, mate. The myth's over. Sorry. Would you play Jesse Lingard today?
Yes, I would have done. If you chuck Mkhitaryan into that equation, yes, definitely. Mkhitaryan has been really, really poor, and I think Lingard's performance when he's come on, he's done a job. He's on that right hand side for his energy, his tackling. Even though his tackling is not the best, but you know he can get his foot in and get stuck in. Whereas Mkhitaryan, as we've seen countless times this season and last, he bottles, as Mark says, you know, he bottles some 50-50 challenges. So I think Lingard definitely is the right choice on that right hand side. I just think the whole team, I mean, it's unchanged from the Watford game, and we saw how effective it was in the first half of the Watford game, 3-0 up. It was basically a lack of concentration that we conceded the 2 goals. So yeah, I'm totally for it. I think it's a really, really good formation, a good solid team, and it's a strong team as well. So we should, I don't see us having any problems, mate. I really don't. I'd be more worried for our defence if it was Giroud playing than Lacazette. I really would.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about that, mate, but definitely.
I'd agree. I've just got to apologise. I got something wrong, and Aish13 has just corrected me that it's not Jesse Lingard, it's Messi Lingard, which is absolutely spot on at the minute. Destroy that like button, which I'd agree with that, mate. So I said it earlier. Giroud worries me, and I think I was actually at the game last season, I believe it was, when we played Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
And Giroud got a last minute equaliser, and that's what he brings up. And you know, if they'd have started Giroud at the start of that game, that'd have given us a lot more trouble. And it'll probably be the same today. And when he comes on, and it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we haven't got. I'll read out the team lineup again because our bench isn't. You know, the bench looks good, but when you don't have players like Fellaini, like Marcus was saying earlier, the plan Bs, they're kind of, we don't have one. And when you bring someone like Giroud on, it is nice to bring someone with equivalent height to kind of, stop him. And at the minute, that defence has to start and finish for me, that 5, because you can't bring on Darmian or Blind in this game.
No.
You really can't. It will fall apart. And I forgot what game it was that they were trashing. Wasn't it against, it was a Champions League game, wasn't it?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
They were both abysmal.
Wasn't that
so
the game against Basel?
That's it.
Yeah.
So you can't bring them on today. So the back 5 starts and finishes for me. Matic, Pogba. Yes, maybe one of them. Matic will come off. It'll be nice if we're winning, and give Herrera some game time. And I think you'll see the obligatory sub Martial for Rashford at some point. But I don't think we'll see Mata today, because Mata, for me, either starts or he doesn't play. That's not my thoughts, but that's what Jose seems to do with him. Which is, you know, a fair comment. A lot of people are asking where Mark is still. He's on holiday. He couldn't do this watch-along, but he will be doing the live preview after the game. We're on 927 likes. We're only 72 away. So come on, 72 away. Come on, let's make it happen before the game. That'd be lovely.
So, I know me and you spoke about it, Ross. I've gone for 2-1. You've gone for 2-0. Let's see what live comments thinks. Get your match prediction scores in, and we shall read them out. A couple of people in here. Why no Ibra from Jason? That's a good one, Ross. I mean, the only thing I could think of, and you, was maybe an injury, but I mean, when he came on against Watford, he wasn't moving that great for me.
No, he wasn't. He hasn't. Maybe, yeah, I think he may have a slight niggle. I'm getting worried about Zlatan, actually, because although he, in his first game back, looked quite effective, he slowed down a bit for me. So maybe he's going to just take a little bit of time. But the worrying thing of a player of that age is he doesn't really have time on his hands, because he's only, you know, realistically, he's only going to be here for this season. I don't think we're going to see Zlatan will be playing next season, but he won't be at United. Yeah. So we kind of need him back now, which would be lovely. We're only 9 likes away, which is brilliant. But do you know what, mate? I thought that there'd be some consistency with these scores, but we're getting 4-0 from Shahid. There's another 4-0 as well. 8-2 United. I mean, love the optimism there. People say I'm optimistic. That is.
Well, we'll read some of these out. Chad Sproul says 4-0 Arsenal. Nice one, Chad. AJ Nail says 2-0. Easy Neff says 2-1 United. Zaydinho Ronaldo 2-1 United. Rush Spirits 2-0. Sethu Rahman 2-1. Caleb Van Buren 3-2. Gungshi 3-2. It's Arab 3-2. Beastmaster 64 2-all. I mean, do you think? I mean, obviously there is a danger of a draw, Ross. But I mean, in normal circumstances, a draw would not be a bad result if we were closer to City. So, I mean, would you still take a draw now? And
yes,
yeah, you still take it now. Would you concede the title?
No, and
no?
It's great that Mark's not in here tonight because I can go against him and get no Mark reply. So, Mark, close your ears, mate. But I think what you're saying that the title will be over, even if we lost this game, is incorrect. Because really, I think we're 7 points or 8 points behind City.
8.
Just say City won today, we lost, we're 11 points. Now we go into that City game, and if we beat them, it's back to 8. And after we play City, I know they're in the form of their lives, but their fixtures after that get really tough. Where we've had our little tough patch of fixtures, and ours should all be winnable. We've got our toughest fixtures are the next 2 games, so a draw today wouldn't be a disaster. We obviously all want to win, but the title's not over for me at all. Even if we go 11 points behind, look, if we go 11 points behind and then lose to City and it turns into 14, okay, I'll let you have that one. But no, I'm not taking it. You know, a draw may feel like a loss, but realistically, the title is still on, and we've come back from a lot bigger gaps than that. And City have been I keep calling them Rubber the Green FC, which I know gets a lot of laughters, but it's true. I mean, what was that during the midweek? I put some really colourful comments on Twitter about it. You know, the extra time, it's a bit of a joke, and they're not in great form. If you take all of these FA handouts that they're giving them at the minute, so I think that's going to come to an end. You can't be lucky all season. That's only ever happened once, and I think that was with Arsenal's Invincibles. Yeah. No, I think that we're still well in it.
You still believe we're firmly in with the chance, yeah?
Yeah, I really do, and I'll never rule us out. And I said this to Mark a lot, and look, I know we're not the United under Fergie. Yeah. We're very different United now, but we always hit our best form after Christmas. That's when we really kick on, historically. Yes. Yeah. And if we do that, and that is always historically when every other team in the Premier League has a wobble. And City are going to have a wobble this season. This will not carry on all year. Rubber the Green FC will stop. And it does wind me up that the media don't, they're so far up Pep's arse that they don't report on these things. They don't report on the fact that why didn't Pep get a ban for running on the pitch when Jose did? They're not interested. No. They're more interested in reporting about Jose because it fits the agenda, it sells papers, and it makes Pep look like a hero. That's my little bit on Pep, because you can talk about City all day, but that it just winds me up. But it's about Arsenal United today, and we can only beat what's in front of us. And what I see in front of us is a good team. Yep. But it's not the greatest. And I still think that Tottenham are a better team than Arsenal, despite their terrible run of form. And if we can beat teams like Tottenham, we should be putting Arsenal away today. And you could even argue that Watford are just as tough a team to play away from home as Arsenal are.
Definitely, yeah. I put it out on Twitter the other day. I'm a great believer in it's always the lesser teams that cause the big teams more problems than say two massive teams going at it. But there's a great comment here by Paul Robinson, and he says City are doing what we did for years, winning last minute and getting points where they shouldn't. It's a little worrying. Mm-hmm. I can see that. I totally agree with it, because you're looking up at the league table, you're seeing them there. Their last game, 7 minutes extra time. Where did that come from? That Sterling gets the winner for them. They've done that a couple of times this season, and I can see what you're saying. It is a little worrying because, you know, again, I'm a believer in you win games even if you're not playing well, and that then would make you champions. You look at these games away from home. You know, the Huddersfield game, obviously we lost. The Chelsea game away, we lost. And it's those games where you think, yeah, if maybe we'd have won the Huddersfield, won against Stoke, where we dropped points as well, maybe got a draw out of Chelsea, it would have been a lot better for us. You know, we're obviously not that far behind then. And then going in, if we win this one, or even draw it, we'd be going into the City game thinking, yeah, a win, we're back on terms. You know, near enough level on points. So it is worrying where they're the way they're playing. But if we're still 8 points come 7:30, or we cut it down to 5, because I think they're playing tomorrow, are they? So,
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I think it's West Ham, so it's an
obvious win. Yeah.
It's not just West Ham; it's David Moyes' West Ham.
Exactly.
it's an absolute banker that. But Nishan S says Mark is not here, so will you read my comment? There you go, mate. We read it, and you've been asked a question, and I've forgotten who put it, but I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Okay.
Marcus, what's happened to Bailly?
What's happened to Bailly? I can only assume that he's injured. It's a very similar situation to the cover-up around Pogba's injury, wasn't it? Mourinho didn't really answer a lot of questions about it. It was just basically he'll be back when he's back. And it's
the thing is, Marcus, which I found really strange, is that in the pre-match press conference for the Basel game, he said Bailly will be back for the Watford game.
Yeah.
And I was surprised not to see him, and he's still out. So he actually answered the the press about it, and he opened up and he said this is when he's back, but. Maybe it's been a little bit complicated, and it's not just Bailly, as Martin McDonald said, it's Jones as well. They're both out. But look, Bailly, yes, he is a loss, but I'd rather see Smalling than Jones, to be honest. I quite like Smalling. I don't think he's a better defender than Phil Jones. I just think he's more consistent because of the fact that he is pretty much Mr. Fitness for United at the minute. It's very rare that Smalling misses a big run of games through injury, and I think when you're going for a title charge, which is what we are, you need fit players, which is why Pogba's brilliant. I know he had that injury, but historically he's a fit player. Matic, fit player. Martial's a fit player. It's kind of what you need going on a title charge, you know, because we need to get away from the injury proneness of our squad, and I think when we're looking to buy players in, which is why I've, it's a bit off subject from today, but it's why I've consistently said not to go for Bale.
Right.
There was a stat that he's only been available for 60% of Real Madrid's games since he joined Real Madrid.
Oh, wow.
Do we want a player that's going to be fit for 60% of United's games? Absolutely not. We want someone that's going to be there every week. And let's not forget, the Premier League is more physical. He's going to get harder challenges if he comes back. I can't see it happening, to be honest. So I hope it doesn't.
Well, seeing as you threw the Eric Bailly comment at me, I'm going to throw one back at you now. Then.
Go on, then.
And
what you got?
Luke
Give
Shaw.
it all you got. Oh yeah, Luke Shaw. I keep forgetting about him.
Totally fit, apparently. He's made the bench. Was it Watford? He made the bench.
I can't remember. He made the bench in 2 games in a row, and then
and now he's gone again in favour of. Well, you'd have to say Darmian, wouldn't you? Really. Is his career at Manchester United hanging by a thread now, or? For me personally, I think he's done and dusted.
Yeah, mate.
I read a report during the week, last week I think it was, Newcastle apparently might come in for him in January as a loan deal. United, there was rumours that United were willing to let him go in January with a buyback option. So, what do you make of all that, Ross? A lot of uncertainty surrounding Luke Shaw's career at United now. A very, very good English left back when he's fit. But it's that trouble again, isn't it? He had that career-threatening injury and you're never the same coming back from something like that. You always lose something, and I just think Mourinho has probably run out of patience with him now.
Yeah, I want to see a buyback. A loan, I don't think it's going to happen. I think United want to cash in, to be honest, because there was a talk of 20 million fee, which would work because it would give us 20 million pounds to put towards someone else. But there has to. We put one on the Memphis transfer. We won't be buying him back, but it was just in case he turned out to be the player that we thought. If we sold Luke Shaw, I don't think he's ever going to turn out and be the player that we thought he was going to be, and it was such a shame. That injury was awful, and it was, you know, it hasn't ruined his career, but it's put it on a completely different track, and it's not United, and I find that really depressing actually, because Breach 69 says shame about Luke Shaw. So much promise just hasn't worked out, and it just hasn't worked out, and it's such a shame. But it does annoy me that he is getting subbed for players like Darmian, who I also think we should be touting out to be sold in January, to be honest. And I'd be absolutely chuffed. And there was a big rumour that I was reading actually, and he won't come to United. But there's players like Alexandro, left back, Juventus, has refused to sign a new contract. Why not sell Darmian and Shaw? Two deadwoods, to be honest. Luke Shaw's got promise, but he's deadwood to us. And get in a world-class left-back, because we're missing that. Ashley Young is plugging a big hole at the minute, and if he wasn't in the form that he's in, would be struggling, absolutely struggling. So,
well, you're saying sorry, mate. The 20 million there, for Luke Shaw. I mean, the name that's being touted around, or the player, is Danny Rose. So, I mean, is that an ideal replacement for him for the way United want to play?
I don't know. I'm a bit of a critique of Luke Shaw. Danny Rose. I like defenders that can actually defend, and I don't think he can defend that well. Rio Ferdinand was singing his praises, saying he was the best defender in England, and I don't see it. I think he's really good going forward to a point. Is he a great crosser of the ball? He's all right. I think there's better out there. I think we'd just be getting him because he's English and he's Premier League proven. But I think I think there's better out there. I think why pay 40 million on him when probably 30 million is going to get you Alexandro, and I'd rather have. But that he'll do, and I'll probably be wrong. He'll probably be like Mark and Matic. He'll probably come and be an absolute worldie. But you have to voice your opinion at the time, and that's kind of what I feel. I don't really want Danny Rose. I don't know why. I really don't. I think it's like the Kyle Walker thing. I didn't rate Kyle Walker at Tottenham either, and I actually thought Trippier was a better defender. I thought they got 50 million quid for him. I thought that is an absolute great transfer for them. But and it's kind of the same with Danny Rose. I think it's a lot of money for what he is, to be honest. But still, we're just getting the comments about where Mark is, and he's on holiday. He's in Centre Parks in Dubai, I reckon. But Centre Parks.
Breach 69 says Kieran Tierney. We don't need Danny Rose. The FIFA prospect says Rose is a midget, unlike Shaw. Mark is on holiday. Timo says we also have a sell-on clause with Memphis. Yep.
Canadian lad says I'm in Canada. Well, we kind of got that from the name, mate. But thanks anyway.
Andrew K says Sandro 70 million minimum.
Well, but he's running out of contract. I'd agree with that. I think he's a £100 million player with a contract, but running out of contract, refused to sign. I think that brings him down a few notches in the fee.
Okay. Luca wants a shout out for staying up till 4:30 AM to watch the game. So there you go. So let's do Mark's favourite bit of the show, which is comment where you're all watching from, and we shall read out as many as we can, because that's a tradition. that Mark likes to use as well. Spenny D says happy birthday, Mark. I don't think it's Mark's birthday.
It's Flex's birthday today.
Ah, Flex's. Okay. Happy birthday, Flex then. Hope we win for you. So we got Lorcan Sherry's in Ireland. Timo's in Gloucester. Naf is in India. It's JRX South Africa. Gents is Albania. Jay Branford Manchester. George is in Mark's chair. Dubai, the Moon, Adams, Croatia. New Orleans.
You always
Spain.
get one person that says either the Moon or Mars, don't you?
Beck's in my front garden, apparently. Yeah. Sweden from Twists. Swindon from Caroline. Pakistan from Jawad. Bangladesh, Shakwat. London, Alison. Luke says happy birthday, Flex. Yes, massive shout out to Flex since it's his 30th, I think it is. His 30th birthday, I think you said.
Yeah, 30th.
Yeah, so hopefully United can give him a good birthday present. Someone's in my back garden, whoever that was. I think it was Durrani. No one's mentioned. AJ normally comes up with a cracker about a certain someone. So just wait for it. Antarctica. Again, where is Mark Ross? Do you want to do that again?
Yeah, he's not well. He's simply on holiday, but he will be doing the live match preview straight after the game. So you will get a little bit of Mark today.
Jay Hudson, the second dimension. Iceland from Ollie. Vatican City from Dan. Manchester from James. United are going to win for Flex, says Pork Chops. Oh, that's a cracking name, ain't it? Pork Chops. Absolutely brilliant. So, Ross,
7 minutes. 7 minutes to go. So Mark's just tweeted out. I'll read out his tweet. Come on, lads. The next 2 hours define our season. Let's have it. It will do in some way or another. But I will repeat. I don't think all is lost if we, I don't like the doom and gloom. Everyone's noticed I am ultra positive. That's how I like to be with United, and I don't think that's false. I think that being a United fan over the last sort of 20 years or so, I've seen some amazing things and things that I never thought would happen. I've seen United come back from, I've seen us score 2 goals in pretty much 90 seconds to win a Champions League final. I've seen us smash Newcastle to the title when all was lost. Manchester United is an amazing club that does amazing things, and which is where my positivity comes from. And over the last few years, my positivity's made me look like a bit of an idiot because we've had managers like David Moyes and Van Gaal, and I really tried to be positive, but it did come to an end. But under Jose, it's kind of been revitalised a little bit, and although I was bitterly disappointed with how we performed against Liverpool, is the big one for me. I just thought we should have hit that game in a completely different manner, and we didn't do it. Today is it's a big chance, and it annoys me with United because if we go out and batter Arsenal today, all the media will kind of say is that Arsenal are not a top 4 team anyway. So it is a double-edged sword, and if we lose, it'll be we can't beat in a top 4 team. Lukaku was a waste of money, so we need to do it for so many reasons, and I find it really interesting that the media are struggling to praise Paul Pogba's form because they don't want to see him play well. They want to see the £89 million flop that they thought was going to happen, but I think based on recent form and recent transfers, £89 million is an absolute bargain for the lad. And do you know what? On that, I was thinking about Martial today, and it was reported it was 36 million. Some people were reporting it was 50. I think there was some clauses 36, 50, even 60. That player was an absolute bargain in today's market. Would you not agree?
Yes, most definitely. Considering the price, obviously, that Neymar went for, And
speaking of Neymar, Nathan says PSG are losing.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got another contribution here from Jared Passman, thank you. With the title less likely, this game is essential. The more you look at the standings, top 4 would start a real gap between 5th and 6th. That is also important. So yeah, totally agree with that. We should, if the title's gone, we seriously need to make sure we cement our place as second.
Another team fighting for top 4 lost today, and that's Burnley. And I know that sounds like a bit of a joke, but Burnley have been in hell of a form recently. So they could have done a little bit of a Leicester and got top 4, but it looks like that bubble may have burst, unfortunately.
Right. Okay. Now they are.
The team walking out.
Yeah, they're just shaking hands.
So you'd have to bear with me. What's going to happen, guys, in this stream is I'm watching on the BT Sport app, so I am about 30 seconds behind Marcus. So most of the in-game commentary will happen from Marcus, the main man, and I will just chime in with my thoughts 30 seconds later.
Andrew K says he thinks with add-ons Martial could exceed 60 million plus or so. AJ Green says a massive game for Lindelof. Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to touch on. Yeah, we haven't
even talked about him, have we?
No. Yes. So let's give him a couple of minutes before we kick off. So shaky start to his United career. Obviously got dropped and excluded from the squad for some time. Came back in. How do you think he's done, Ross? For me, he's still not quite there. His positioning is suspect, and I've noticed the last few games he's played, he's always slipping all over the place. So maybe Mourinho might blame the boot guy again, like he did for Lukaku not scoring, the sponsors or something like that. But Lindelof. I mean, what's your thoughts on him, mate?
I think the turnaround's ridiculous. I wrote him off. I've done that to a lot of players. I did it to Ashley Young. He proved me wrong. I did it to Mkhitaryan last season, and he proved me wrong. And I kind of did it with Martial, not because of him, but because of Jose. Proved me wrong. And Lindelof has been the biggest one, I think, because the form in the last 2 games has been brilliant. Really, positionally fantastic. He has had a few slips, agreed, and you've got to blame the boots for that. They all wear different boots, hopefully today he's got some longer studs on. But yeah, I'm pleased, and I feel confident with him in the back 4, the back 3. Sorry, I really do. Look, I think when he was having his shaky form, he was playing in a back 4. With 2 wing backs that were playing as wingers, so it was a back 2, and he got exposed. And I think with Smalling and Rojo in and around, if he gets caught out of position, there's still 2 other players to cover, and that gives him a freedom and a confidence. And that confidence is shown with tackles. I forget what game it was, but that tackle, we all know what one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant. And Jose's never lost to Wenger, has he, in a competitive game? I think he lost in the Community Shield once. So long may that continue.
I think it's like I think I saw the record yesterday on a programme that was on BT. I think he's like 8 wins over Wenger. I think Wenger's got like 2 over him. We've got another contribution here from Gungshi. Thanks for that. It says United have come to the Emirates to kick butt and chew bubble gum, and we're all out of gum. Great comment, Gungshi.
I don't even get it. That means just being absolutely abysmal. I don't get it.
So we're all out of bubblegum, so we're just there to kick ass, basically.
Oh, fair dues. I get it. Thanks for explaining it to me, mate. A little bit simple.
United kicking from left to right. Ashley Young with a long, hopeful ball down the left-hand side that's gone straight out of play. So here we go. Panda Gaming says, "Come on, Arsenal." Boo.
If United are kicking from left to right, does that mean Arsenal are kicking from right to left?
Is that a Michael Owen thing? Maybe I should swap you for Michael Owen, actually.
You could do, mate. You could do.
But, right, Lindelof, first touch of the ball. Back to De Gea. Skull Skill Gaming. Where is Mark? Mark is on holiday, but Mark is doing his live match reaction as soon as the game is finished. So don't worry, everyone. He's asking for Mark. He hasn't left or anything.
As soon as this game's finishes, I'm out on the beers.
Yes, you're out tonight, isn't it? Yeah. Matthew McFadden says, stating the obvious, big boy. Oh, yeah, he is, yeah. Adam Collins, my prediction, Manchester United 0, Arsenal 0. I hope not. Right, United on the attack here. Lingard is playing through the middle. Out to Ashley Young on the left. He's gone to the byline. Dangerous ball across. It's out for a corner by Koscielny.
Strong start this, isn't it?
Very strong start. We are the first. I know it's only a minute and a half, but
I think I'm about a minute behind you, by the way.
Oh. So, yeah, very nervous clearance there by Koscielny. I think not the greatest clearance, but it's gone out for a corner for United. In it comes. Pogba's unlucky. Grazed the top of Pogba's head and it's gone out for a goal kick.
Most overhyped defender in the Premier League, Koscielny, for me. A lot of people saying that he's world class, and I think he gets exposed way too often to be world class.
Yeah. So Peter Doyle says a fast-paced start. It is from United's point of view. Yeah, definitely. First team to be out of the blocks. Kieran Byrne, sup? Hiya mate, you alright? Mr. Zaki Boy says if we win we should spam Mr. DT's Twitter with L. You can do, if you want.
We'll all do it. I'll get involved in that.
You can start a trend with this. Right, foul there. Xhaka on Rojo, just outside our area.
Get used to saying that, mate. Xhaka foul just goes with one another. That.
So don't forget to like and share it and subscribe if you're new. The United Stand does daily live content every night at 8 o'clock with Mark. So this is just a one-off. Timo White says it's 1-0 Arsenal. No, it's not, mate. So stop posting fake scores, please.
I hate it when people do that. I don't know what they get out of that.
I know, yeah. 1-0 United. Yes. It's 1-0 Valencia with the goal.
Get in, lad.
And
get
absolute. Oh, I don't want to say it was a tap-in, but
an absolute.
I was reading. No, it wasn't a tap-in, but I was reading the comments. Yeah. So Arsenal lost the ball, trying to play it out wide to their left-hand side. Valencia came. You got a 1-2 with Pogba. Yeah, that's a shot. That's not a cross. Great goal from Valencia.
Oh, brilliant. So we've got a Valencia goal, Pogba assist, have we?
Yeah. A 1-2.
Yes, just said it now. We get it. It wasn't a tap-in. That was an absolute blast. Come on.
Absolutely fantastic. So
someone captained Pogba today as well and put Valencia in their team. So I am happy on Fantasy Premier. Get in, United.
We got another super chat here from Mark's chair. Thank you for the contribution. It says I've been supporting this show since day one and been taking a lot of undeserved farts too. Cheers. Thanks for that. So United, we are on top. Not even 5 minutes played. So Arsenal's game plan have gone right out the window.
Now, you know, call me negative, call me Jose Mourinho, but I think we. No, actually, I'm going to change exactly what I was about to say. We sit back and hit them on the break. That's absolutely blasphemy.
No.
I'm sorry that I even ever mentioned that, because going at them, we've rocked them here. And it was a Koscielny mistake for me again. So I just said that he's overrated, and it's come to light.
He's not looking too comfortable, Koscielny, at the minute.
Get in, Marcus.
Yeah.
Mate, we've had a good little...
This
good little run at Watchalong.
Yeah,
hopefully it continues.
So Arsenal trying to get Alexis Sanchez on the ball as much as they can, but we're closing them down well, and they're having to go backwards. John Allen says now United will park the bus. I don't think so. I don't think so.
We can take it a little bit easy.
Yeah.
But you know, it was the natural thought. It was a natural reaction to do that, and I shouldn't have even said it because I think you bring them onto you for doing that, and it just shows you going at them how shaky they were. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
Need a Lukaku goal, says Nigel Jones, which is true. But I said it in the preview. It's not all about Lukaku today. I'd happily take a continuation of the drought and a win.
Yes, most definitely. I've just got to change the score.
Oh, getting technical now, aren't you, Marcus?
I am getting technical, yeah. So.
Where is Mark's mini gamer? Because a lot of you may have just tuned in for the game. So Mark's on holiday. He says he's in Centre Parks, but I think he's somewhere a little bit more luxurious, like in Dubai or somewhere. But do you know what? He's going to do the live preview, which I think is great while you're on holiday. And he's been in the live comments, so he is here, but he can't do the watch-along, unfortunately. So he's tagged in the next best thing, which is me and Marcus. And to be honest, it's not about us. We just sit here and fill the time while you guys do your thing in the live comments, which is what we're here for. We're just kind of live comment moderators, aren't we?
Yeah. Someone thought the TV was playing in the background. It's not the TV, it's my mum watching the game, just in case anyone's wondering. So, free kick to Arsenal, about 5-10 yards outside of our area. Right hand side, looks like Alexis Sanchez is going to shape himself up for this. De Gea wanting 3-man wall, 4-man. So,
De Gea don't need no ball, does he? Weren't even a foul that for me.
Nigel Jones with a contribution. Thanks for that. He said, if United win this, Mark should stay on holiday. Yeah.
We've got we've got 2,400 people watching, guys. You did fantastic in the preview for getting 1,000 likes before the game. Let's make it 2,000. Let's get greedy, because last time me and Marcus did a watch along, we got over 2,000, and do you know what happened? We stuffed Chelsea. So if you're back in United today, everyone watching, just smash the like button. All the moderators have been saying it all show. Smash the like button for a phenomenal United win, hopefully.
Luke's Vlogs 44 wants a shout out. There you go, mate. No problem.
Do you know what? That free kick, just to butt in, mate, was a fantastic free kick, but the wall did brilliantly. And it's nice to see a wall that jumps and doesn't actually jump out the way.
Yeah.
Beastly wall. And it'll take an absolute worldie to get it over the height in our wall. So, wall did its job, mate.
Yeah, most definitely. There was a bit of a dangerous situation there where Ozil cut in from the left-hand side, and there was a ball across the face of the goal, which I think it was Smalling dealt with it quite comfortably. So United with a throw in our half on the right-hand side at the minute. Flick on by Pogba. I'm hoping Lukaku, I hope he gets more involved in the game here. I don't want to see him down the wings. I want to see him through the middle, which always baffles me when Zlatan comes on. Lukaku gets shifted out to the wide right. And
yeah,
it's just so obvious what he's going to do. He's always going to cut in on his left, isn't he?
Do you know what? Obviously I'm seeing it a little bit behind you, so I'll comment on things sort of past, but it was a great cut-in by Ozil, like you said, and it just goes to show that back three.
It's two! It's Lingard!
Get in,
it's
Jesse!
Lingard! What a goal! What?
Get in, lads!
Fantastic bit of play there between Martial, Lukaku and Lingard. A great strength by Lukaku there to hold up the ball and to run at his defence. Slips it into Martial. Martial then on to Lingard. In the back of the net. Check, absolutely no chance.
Boom town rats. Get in.
It's Lingard with the goal. Mason Boret wants a shout out. There you go, mate. Not a problem.
Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Great finish as well. Take nothing away from Jesse there. Great finish. Great celebration. What is that celebration?
That's something you see on FIFA.
Isn't it? Do you know what though, mate? He gets a lot of flack for celebrating, but I will watch his celebrations all day long if it means he's scoring goals. 2-0 up within 10 minutes. Marcus, we are the charm.
This is it. Absolutely phenomenal. I've got to say, Martial, what a layoff that was. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Mustafi, Arsenal defender, he's injured himself. It looks like he's going off as well.
I'll tell you what, Koscielny wants to go off as well.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes he's had. So if that happens, onwards and upwards from here. What a celebration. Drop a like if you like Jesse Lingard's celebration as well. Actually, don't do that because you don't like it probably. Beautiful goal. Yes, beautiful goal. It says it's whizzed by and I can't scroll up. AJ Neal says Alex Iwobi coming on. Gets even better, doesn't it, mate? Gets even better. Dance, Jesse dances Gungshi. Yes, Marcus.
It's absolutely. I honestly thought this was going to be a tight game, but Arsenal, you know, they are so open at the back, and I knew the pace of Martial and Lukaku would prevail in this game because their defence cannot deal with it.
I said it in before the show, didn't I? That the best time to play Arsenal is off the back of an Arsenal win because they open up.
Yeah.
I can't even say that either. I keep thinking things that I can't say, but they open up like an analogy that I was going to say. So, and yeah, they've just been absolutely. You can all guess what it was, but they've all been exposed. So, it's brilliant.
So the score is Arsenal 0, Manchester United 2. Valencia with the first goal, Jesse Lingard with the second. Arsenal trying to come forward here. Yeah, again, Ross, we spoke about it before the game. Lacazette not doing anything of any significance whatsoever. We was more worried if Giroud was starting. But
they've got no target man, have they?
No.
He's great at running in behind, but you can't run in behind a back three. It's hard. There's a lot less space. So, brilliant stuff, isn't it?
Alexis Sanchez here. He's looking for that ball over. Cleared away. Ball partially cleared. Lingard get it out. Away we go. Lukaku again. Great hold-up play with his strength there. He lost out just.
Commentator's curse there, mate.
Yeah, it really was though. It was up in the air. Oh, good tackle by Rojo. Get in, son. Get in. Lacazette, mate.
I love that guy. I will go as far as to say he's one of my favourite United players at the minute. I just think he's an absolute terrier, and I think that, look, I know he has a few dodgy challenges every now and again, but that's part and parcel of him.
So Arsenal's game plan has gone out the window now because they've took Mustafi off and Iwobi's come on. So an attacking player for a defender. So
back four now they've got. So they're going more attacking. The back three hasn't worked because we've just exposed their flanks. Where they've exposed our flanks, but if they get the ball in the middle, our centre backs are too good to deal with low crosses and high crosses.
There's a good comment here from Jonathan Royston Ford. 5-0 Huddersfield Arsenal, but you don't play Huddersfield every week. That's really good comment there. And we've also got another contribution from Jared. Thanks for that. 76 minutes left. Don't stop or let up. Let's crush them. Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and we've done what I eventually said, and what you were saying, Marcus, is that 1-0 you don't stop, you push on, you get that second, and 2-0 is almost even dodgier than a 1-0 lead. You get the third and it's game over. So let's push and get that third. Now, showing the replay of that goal, and you're right, mate, Martial there is just ridiculous.
What a lovely layoff it was, wasn't it? It was perfect.
I love Valencia's reaction to his goal as well. He literally lost the plot. So Jesse Lingard plans his celebrations. Valencia just goes bananas.
A lot of people now saying keep Mark on holiday for the games. So
agreed. Totally agree.
You know, if you guys like me and Ross doing it, you know, drop a like on drop a like on the video if you like us doing it, and maybe Mark will let us do it more often. Like, you know, like, you never know. What minute we on? Says Manchester is red. We are on coming up to the 17th minute. Arsenal are going, well, they're trying to feed Sanchez the ball as much as they can, and he's just tossing in hopeful balls into the box. Great pass there from Pogba, bringing it out to Lukaku on this wide right. He's running at number 8. Who's that? Ramsey? Crossed by Lukaku. Oh! Unlucky for Martial there.
Thing is, that's why, you know, for a bit of Arsenal tactics, that's where they need Giroud, because we will give them the space, knowing that they don't really pose much of an aerial threat. And against Rojo, Lingard, Smalling, they need a beast in that middle, and it's like so pleasing not to see Giroud on the pitch today.
Yes.
You know, I think again it's an oversight from Arsene Wenger. You know, and it's true that he is he's an outdated manager, unfortunately.
Matt H says, hope Mourinho doesn't park the bus. Another contribution by Darian Jones, thank you. He says, who knew Lingard could be so influential? Yeah, I think he's played his way into the team. I think he did a really good job with Watford, scored a cracking solo goal, and he's been heavily involved in the first 18 minutes of this game. I think actually I found it really interesting watching the sort of like Rio Ferdinand and Paul Scholes talking about Jesse Lingard as a talent, and they were basically saying that coming through they thought he was going to be a world beater at United, and we've never seen it as fans, but maybe he's starting to kick on a bit now, and we always mistake him for being youth. He isn't, but it's just another demonstration as why we shouldn't get rid of him. There's another super chat here from Matthew McFadden, thank you. It says Rojo is exactly like what Bailey was in the first half of last season. Tough in the tackle, clattering everyone who comes near him. Love it. I always remember that tackle from Rojo on Diego Costa at Chelsea.
Yeah.
That was a thunderous tackle. That was a tackle that said, yeah, you're not getting past me today. Absolutely phenomenal tackle it was. Crumping.
I mean, we're battering these, mate. I mean, Valencia just ran down the ring, lovely cross to Ashley Young, cuts in, shoots, gets blocked, and now Arsenal were breaking, but we're battering them.
Arsenal were close there. It's Lacazette. He had a chance there. I think it ricocheted off Smalling's legs, and let's have a look. It was a header. Lacazette was in.
He had near post covered though, didn't he?
Yeah, it's just trickled away, but could have been a foul in amongst that. So Rojo was well covering him. It was a bit scrappy, Durrani, you're right, yeah. Nigel Jones could have been a penalty. Could have been, yeah. Would have been a harsh one though. Tornado Gaming says, we got this, bruv. We've got it. Of course we have.
We have got this, bruv. We have indeed. I bet, obviously, Flex is there. I bet Flex is having the most phenomenal 30th birthday. Brilliant. And keep smashing that like, guys. We've got nearly 3,000 of you watching. So please drop a like. If you're new, hit subscribe and drop a like, because... yeah, drop a like, because you are the content, you are the show. Let's say me and Marcus are just merely bystanders to fill the gap. So it's all about you, the live comments.
Couple of people asking about how to contribute. There's a super chat option underneath the comments. It's like a $sign, so you can contribute through there. So Arsenal, they're trying to come down our left hand side. Oh, Ashley Young slipped out for an Arsenal corner. How is Lindelof playing? I think Lindelof, it's from Michael Jones, I think Lindelof's done alright so far, Ross.
Haven't mentioned him, which is a good thing. You don't really want to mention your centre backs, because it means they're just always in the right position. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're right. Solid game, man.
Yeah.
That's what you get for me. That's what you get with, you know, what I've classed as a balanced back three, because you've got Lindelof, composed, position sense, brilliant. Smalling, beast in the air. Rojo, a bit rash, but it's nice to have that rashness in there alongside two composed players. And it kind of gives Rojo the opportunity to go in like that, knowing he's got two covering centre backs. It works really well, and as I said before, I do love Marcus Rojo.
Yeah. Gungshi says the sweet, sweet tears of Arsenal fans, tears to follow. Well, I mean, Lingard's down here. Looks like a bit of an injury. Mourinho's signalling to someone. No, he just wants a bottle of water. Lingard, yeah, he looks alright. He's going to get up. Mourinho's just having a word with Pogba. FIFA prospect Marcus, full of second half. Can you put a timer on, please? I can't, unfortunately, purely because Mark didn't tell me how to do it. So I've got no clue how to put a timer on. Sorry. So Ross, first 22 minutes, very pleased.
I've got to say, I'm getting a little bit frustrated with some people in the live comments that keep saying Arsenal scored all the time. It is quite frustrating, so if you could stop, that'd be great. But mate, the first, well, it's been a dream. It's been an absolute dream, and it's been even better because everything we've both spoken about in the preview has kind of happened. So it's making us look like geniuses, which is never a bad thing. And all you guys that said I was deluded because I'm too optimistic, because I said we were going to batter these idiots. Look what's happened. Maybe I'm not so optimistic. Maybe I just predict.
I've got to say, Ross, flip it. I mean, there's still a good 65 minutes to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Arsenal, isn't it?
I know. But I think if we get in at half time with a clean sheet and still maybe 3, I think we'd be definitely in the driver's seat for full time.
Yeah, I'd agree. Totally agree with that, mate.
Jake Hobbs, says Watford scored 2 in the last 10 minutes, so they have not won yet.
It's a fair point. It is a fair point, and maybe I am getting ahead of myself, but
I'll tell you what, Lindelof here is doing an absolute number on Alexis Sanchez, shadowing him all over the place.
Spot on Lindelof.
Yeah. So United now, Martial's stuck in the corner trying to get it out. Ashley Young, Martial, or get it clear, stop messing. There we go. We'll take that. Throwing our left hand side. Siamilo Samar says Arsenal suck. Yeah. Squirrely business. Where's Mark? Mark is on holiday, but he is doing a live match reaction after the game. So stay tuned after the game, and he will be on. Linda Sansom said, I said 3-1 to United. I went 2-1. Ross, you went 2-0, didn't you?
I did.
So, yeah. Who scored the second goal from Camille? It was Jesse Lingard. Valencia got the first, Lingard got the second.
It's interesting watching Ashley Young today, because we obviously had that tremendous performance against Watford, but we're seeing a different Ashley Young today. We're seeing the defensive part of his game, which is also very good, actually. Even though they're trying to attack us down that side a lot, he's played well. And again, this back 5, back 3, whatever you want to call it, it's just brilliant, because when Ashley Young gets done, Rojo comes out, covers. It's so interchangeable, and I think it is the formation we need to use going forward, and I'm glad Jose started using it. I know it's only 2 games in a row, but it'd be nice to see this consistently.
Right, we're on the attack here with Pogba. Gone past 2 into Lukaku. Ross, that bit of play when you see that with Pogba and Martial is absolutely sexy.
I was about to say that, sex on legs.
It is, mate. Lukaku nearly got Martial through there. Unlucky. Blocked by Monreal. Lukaku's just done a foul. Free kick. Arsenal.
I haven't seen United on the front foot like this in an absolute long time. Every time Arsenal get the ball or the ball's free, United are playing like terriers in that middle, which is showing fitness, passion, and desire. And that's away from home. And where's that from Arsenal? You've got to be asking questions of your team if you're an Arsenal fan.
Well,
and if you're Mr. DT.
Yeah, I mean, Mark always calls them jelly babies. I think it is, isn't it? They got no spine. So
where did he get that one from?
I don't know. But yeah, this game, the way it's going, is proving it right. They've got nothing. Yeah. They're still trying to pass their way into the net. You know, you're 2-0 down, 27 minutes, and you're trying to play like Barcelona, and you can't. So,
no, because Barcelona had Xavi and Iniesta. You've got Ramsey and Xhaka.
That's right. Yeah.
There's a big difference there.
A significant gulf in class there, right? You know.
I'm going to say it again. You might get bored of it, but if you're watching, please hit a like. We're on, I don't know how many we're on. I can only see that we're on 1,000, but there's 2,700 watching. If you all hit a like, we will be over 2,000. And I will repeat, we've never lost once we've gone over 2,000 likes. So if you're superstitious like I am, please do it. Do it for United. I'm expecting a Jesse Gard Rabona in the top corner soon.
Do you know, I think Lukaku, I think there is opportunity for him to get on that score sheet today. We already know he can bully the Arsenal centre-backs. He's gone past them a couple of times. Oh no, come on man.
What's happened?
Rojo's done an absolute clanger of a foul. To be honest, there's not much in it, but you know, Sanchez has gone down like he's been shot, you know.
What's it?
Chaz Sproul says this will be Arsenal's first home loss since January 19th. Yeah, I think the last time we beat Arsenal at the Emirates was 2014, I think, if I remember rightly. A Wayne Rooney goal and an own goal.
Sorry mate, I was just watching that foul again.
Yeah, alright. We've got the usual suspects that's standing over the free kick again.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's just hope this ball. Oh, do you know, I'm going to say it again. You're going to get bored of me. I love Rojo. He's the absolute man. And do you know what? He didn't get booked for it, did he?
No.
Give him a kick. Give him a kick. Let him know you're there. Because I tell you what, he's going to think twice about taking on Rojo again.
A couple of people asking about who scored the goals. So it was Valencia for the first and Lingard for the second.
Going back to that Lukaku, what you're talking about, the goals.
Yep.
You're right. There is goals in him there is goals in this game, but I think he's had a very good first 25 minutes. And look, I know there's been no goals, but I'm very happy with his performance in this half.
Yeah, he's bullied the centre backs, which I think has got to be a main trait of a centre forward. You want to bully them, let them know that they're in for a game today.
Definitely, it goes in waves, doesn't it? Because as a striker, sometimes you do spend long periods of time not getting goals, but creating space for others, and then people turn their attention to the others, and that's when you start getting space again. So that's why sort of goal droughts happen to sometimes very good players. And I'm happy, you know, like I say, this drought can continue all season for me, as long as we keep winning games because of the space that he creates.
Yeah. It's also helpful as well. I mean, he runs the channels sometimes very well, which obviously Zlatan can't do. So that's a big negative against Zlatan with his pace as well. So it makes sense from a counter-attacking mentality to have Lukaku start the game, whether he's banging in goals or not, purely because he can create something.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, and it is annoying that Zlatan, he's not annoying. He can't run the channels. It's not his own fault. Which is why I want to see him in number 10. That's why he shouldn't play down the middle.
You give him a go then, Ross, would you, at number 10?
At the minute, I'm not dropping Jesse Lingard, but if he is coming on, that's where he has to play.
Oh, Rojo's made an absolute mess of that. Get it out, United, come on. Oh, wow. Wow. Rojo dived on the floor to Lacazette. Lacazette went past him. De Gea went to ground too early. We had people on the line, and Lacazette absolutely missed a sitter. An absolute sitter. Wow. And then Xhaka has put it wide. Lucky escape there for United. I actually thought Ashley Young got it off the line, but it hit the bar.
Oh wow! Well, I'm just watching this now. So yeah, Sanchez comes in. Yeah, a bit of a clang of that. It did bounce off his shin.
Yeah.
There was a deflected bounce, wasn't there? Xhaka can't hit a barn door, so there's no worries about that. But yeah, signs that they are creeping in. But Marcus, on an absolute positive, we've just hit 2,000 likes. So thanks everyone watching. That's brilliant. Me and Marcus, certainly me, I know Marcus even more so, would be very humbled by that. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Keep sharing it out. Keep subscribing if you're new. Like I said, Pogba's in. He's on his own at the minute. There's two at the back post waiting. Unlucky Lukaku. I think Kolasinac, it was across the ground. I think Kolasinac got the touch to put it into Czech's hands, but there was two at the back post waiting, Martial and Lukaku. Yeah, Lukaku just missed it. Very close. Contribution here from FNAO. Take Rojo off, clumsy clown. Thanks for the contribution, mate. Thank you. Ross would disagree with that, but you know.
I like that. Clumsy clown. I like the rhyming of it as well. So yeah, I'm just watching this Pogba chance now, but yeah, I like that. It's a good comment. It's a shame if it had got a bit of lift on that cross. I think that you'd be looking at 3-0 there, but I think the cross was just too weak. There's no blame on Lukaku there for me.
So Arsenal coming down. They're coming down our left side again, mate. They know that's the weak point. Jesse Lingard is having to come across from the right hand side over to the middle. They're definitely coming down that left hand side, and that left hand side, Ross, to be fair, has been a problem all season. Stoke really did some damage to us down that side. They found the exploit and they went for it, which fair play to them.
They did, but I can't remember who we had at left back for that Stoke game, but I bet it was Daley Blind. I think we're a stronger outfit with Ashley Young, and obviously the back three again, because if you're playing a back four and you get in behind the left back, you're in.
Yeah.
But with a back three, you get in behind the left back, and a centre back can quite easily pull out and cover, which is why I keep repeating it. I love this formation. I think it works really well. Mark says it all the time. It is like cheating because you've almost got 5 at the back and 5 in midfield.
Oh, that's unlike De Gea there. He come out for a corner. He got his hands on it, but he's dropped it. But it's gone out for an Arsenal throw. I said De Gea, he's not had much to do, but doesn't look his usual dominating self. Ozil, good save, Dave. Good save.
That ponytail, isn't it? It's tying his head back.
So, maybe a couple of saves, just to get his confidence up. That catch wasn't his fault. Smalling clattered him.
No, that's unlike Smalling, that.
It is, isn't it? Never seen him do that before. So I think the way it's going at the minute, Ross, we seem to have dropped off the pace a bit here, letting Arsenal have the ball. We're not pressing them as high up the pitch as we were.
Could do with half time, couldn't we, really?
Yeah. So we're on 36 minutes in, still 2-0 United.
It's the wing backs being pushed back. We need them a little bit further forward, but then you obviously risk being played in behind. So yeah, it's strange.
That was a funny thing to see, trying to see Alexis Sanchez bully Pogba off the ball. That was funny.
It's ridiculous,
a little guy like that, trying to get him off. Yeah, right, try again.
Got little man syndrome, isn't he?
Cristiano Ronaldo says, do you think that for the first time ever David Moyes will do us a favour and beat City? No chance.
David Moyes do United a favour. I'm surprised he's not a City fan now. Oh, that is brilliant. It's brilliant stuff by Pogba, isn't it? It's a shame that he passed it straight into Iwobi.
Yeah, I think he was looking for a foul there because he went down, didn't he? So Arsenal, they seem to be playing 4 at the back now.
They're risking it. They're 2-0 down and they're lobbing men forward, and we need to expose that.
Yeah. I mean, Bellerin's coming down the right, our left, their right, quite frequently. Martial, I think Martial's got to track the run there. At least get a bit tighter to Iwobi down that left-hand side.
United stand account says next goal will win this game. Whoever gets it, totally agree. That's 2-0 leads for me. It is a difficult place to be sometimes, because one goal conceded, even though you're still winning, you just lose the momentum.
Yes.
So yeah, another goal is absolutely needed. Maybe we need half time. Just regroup. Let Jose implement some maybe new tactics, because we obviously wouldn't have lined up for this kind of formation really, or this personnel. So
no, I think you've got to give Jose credit for this. Sticking with the formation, sticking with the same team at Watford. Obviously he was impressed with the first half, and yeah, it's a bold decision, because he could have quite easily gone defensive for this game and thought, yeah, we'll take a point, or we'll take a lucky goal. But no, United have come out of blocks, fantastic goals, and Arsenal really, apart from that scuffle in the area, haven't really done much.
Yeah, you're right. It is a bold decision, but it's a bold decision for Jose. I think any other manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, most United fans, when you play really well against Watford, you keep the same team. It's just uncharacteristic of Jose to play a really attacking formation against away at home against a top 4 team. But he has done it, and yeah, hats off to him. But in the same breath, he should have been doing this against all the top 4 teams. There's a big question, and it's almost just showing itself. So I don't really want to take it away from Mark, so I'm not going to answer it. But the question is, do you play this team against Man City? And well, it is a show in itself, to be honest.
Yes, it could also. I mean, I think he's going to be damned if he does, damned if he don't. Isn't he? If he changes the team again after 2 wins, provided we win today, against quality, tough opposition, people would probably say, yeah, stick with it. But we know how defensive Mourinho can be against the top teams, so there's always going to be that bit in his mind about it.
Granit Xhaka is a dirty bastard. Yeah. Absolute dirty bastard, and it needs booking.
He's got away with that, Ross.
Yeah, he ain't going for the ball there at all. He won the ball, but he took so much of Martial. Yeah, don't like to see that. And there was a great moment there. They attacked down our left as well, their right, and Ashley Young looked exposed. Rojo come out and covered. Martial come back, and they boxed them in as a 3-man around him, and he had nowhere to go, and we won the ball back. Which is great teamwork. That it's nice when we close down and press all as a team, and we've struggled with that. We've had individuals doing it at times, but they're doing it as a team. It's nice to see.
Yes, really good to see. We are defending from the front. So Arsenal come in here trying to trick their way through, but we've got too many defenders back there, and they get a corner on our left hand side. Surprise, surprise.
It is a surprise that they're so dominant down that side, which I would call their weaker side. Bearing in mind Alexis is normally hangs out to the left.
Nearly a chance there for Arsenal. Matic doing well, getting his foot in the area from Aaron Ramsey. It's gone wide for another corner. Another corner from our left. In it comes, away by Lukaku. And Lingard is the one to chase it.
It's lovely to have Lukaku, isn't it? I mean,
great tackle by Valencia there on Ozil. Yeah, Ozil very quiet this first half. 42 minutes in, very quiet.
He's too busy looking at what he's going to be playing. Isn't he? Thinking, I'm playing for the wrong team here. I'm surprised he's not going to ask for a shirt at half time. Come out in black.
Sam X says Arsenal not going to score today. Mr. Fresh says come on United. George Kyle says Matic, you beast. That was a great tackle there by Matic, George, you're right. So United, Pogba coming forward, out to Martial on the left. He's got Xhaka, he's turned him. In by Martial. Oh, unlucky. Great ball in, but headed away by Monreal, I think it was.
So we're still creating chances. It's nice to see.
Lukaku was just waiting there in case of any mistakes.
Cuba Breeze is how many minutes? We're pretty much in the 43rd at the minute.
Yeah, 43rd minute. We've got 2 minutes left of normal time.
And bearing in mind, it's the FA are going to want Arsenal to get a result here, so don't be surprised to see 17 minutes of added on time.
Fantastic tackle again by Matic. Ozil was in. Dave with a save. What a save. Come on, get it out, United. Away we go. Lingard with a scuff clearance. Jack has got it. Another save by De Gea. 2 on the bounce. Out for a throw-in. Fantastic saves here from De Gea.
He's the best goalkeeper, not only in the Prem but in the world.
I think Matic, again, stopping Ozil. You think Ozil would have had the better of him on pace, but Matic, he got back in, got the tackle in there.
I think they are literally just as slow as each other, them two.
Yeah, they probably are, Ross, but I think Ozil had a head start on him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a good save by... first save was good, but you'd expect it. But still a decent save. And the second one...
Second one from Kolasinac, I mean, it's bounced.
It did bounce. It had a terrible bounce, and it was, what I like about De Gea, George Carl said De Gea's the greatest keeper in the world, we all agree. What I like is that when he does fumble it, he fumbles it for a throwing like that. He doesn't fumble it into players' hands, which is a sign of a great goalkeeper for me.
Yes, most definitely. 2-2 Damien says, is Matic limping? I don't think he is. I'm not seeing him limp. We are 15 seconds away from the 45. FNAO says Rojo has been awful this half. I wouldn't say he's been awful.
He's made a couple of mistakes, hasn't he? But
Sharon says, hi, who scored? I missed the first half. So Valencia scored the first and Lingard scored the second.
Big shout out to Martial for that second goal though, because the ball, the assist for Lingard was phenomenal.
I think Matic is going in the book for this one. Yeah, it's a bit cynical, but Lacazette has made a meal of that. No, he's got away with it.
No.
Got away with it. I think one more tackle from Matic and he's in the book. That's his second or third, I think, now. Carrick fans here. Oh yeah.
That's good. Carrick fan, how you doing, mate?
Oh
De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world, says Moonwalker.
yes.
Jack Neville says, where's Mark? Mark is on holiday at the minute.
Oh, that's fine. Oh my God.
Get it out, get it out. But Mark will be doing his live reaction after the game. Get up, stop falling around. another great save by De Gea. Ross, they're really coming at us here.
We need half time. I mean, 3 minutes. I don't know where he's got that from. Yeah, we need half time here. They shouldn't be getting chances from free kicks like this. We've got height over them.
I mean, I think we can pretty much say De Gea is the man and a half for me. Right, come on, Smalling, come out to him. Right, Pogba, just Pogba, that's a foul, ref, please. Yeah, there we go. Free kick to United.
Fantastic, that should close it out.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they are. I've just seen all that. So it's obviously a couple of good saves from De Gea. I would say one of them was a little bit rash, but he's there. He's always in the right position. It's actually Lukaku's striker. I mean, that first one is phenomenal.
Yeah.
What a hand. It was Lukaku with a bicycle kick towards his own net. Yeah, don't go down well that. Can you imagine if he'd scored an own goal?
Got a contribution again from Jared. Thanks, mate. He says, nice when Lukaku's goal drought ends with an own goal.
Literally just said that. Matic bigger than Salah, says playlist account.
Lukaku again with a bit of a heavy touch. He's got a second chance here. Lingard's got on the right, in the area. Lukaku didn't spot the pass. Unlucky. And that is it. Lukaku's having a right go at Lingard there.
Half time.
Yeah, it's half time.
So this is where we normally Skype Ross, but I'm already here.
Yes. So, Ross, do you need to get a drink or toilet break or anything?
I'm alright, mate.
No, you're alright. Okay, cool.
I may have one in 5 minutes actually, if that's alright. Do you need to get off?
No, I'm alright, mate. I did
actually. Well, I signalled to the missus. I give her the old T with the hands with the sign, and just got an angry face back. So.
I've got my man in the kitchen making me a coffee. So, fantastic first half for me. Mum wants to know, Ross, how many sugars do you have?
I have one, but I say one. It's like 3/4 of one. But
so a great first half.
I mean, well, just quickly, United stand tweeting out again, and I'm sure Mark is behind the United stand account today. In fairness to both sides, what a game, and it is a fantastic game. It's end to end. It's attacking football. But one side has been the better, and that's United in black.
Yes, for all the possession that we knew we would have to surrender possession playing at the Emirates, but we caught them twice. Well, I say caught them. I mean, I think both goals were actually really worked goals. Arsenal tried to keep the possession. They're pinpointing our left-hand side, which has always been a problem, I think, all season. They tried to come down the right in the first 10-15 minutes. It didn't work. They're trying to get Alexis Sanchez on the ball as much as they can, but he's just tossing in hopeful balls into the box, and there's not really any problems from that. The problem is coming from the left-hand side with the overlap of Bellerin and Iwobi. So that is where the problem lies. I think Mourinho will hopefully get that sorted in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people on Twitter, and I agree with them, best half of football this season. Yes. Anthony Evelyn says we can't ride our luck. We can't. We are relying on the best goalkeeper in the world a little bit too much, but it's one of the benefits of having them. It's what makes us, it's personnel like that which makes us a better team than Arsenal. It's personnel like... We said it before the game, both of us, again, Marcus. Yeah. Two key men today, Pogba, Martial. Yep. For me, they've both turned up today. Maybe Martial will get more plaudits for that assist, but Pogba's bossed the midfield for me. But what an assist that was, mate.
It was an absolutely fantastic assist from him. Pogba was heavily involved in the first goal for Valencia, the 1-2 with Valencia. Martial then obviously involved with Jesse Lingard's goal, with the deftest of touches. It was just laid off absolutely to perfection. And yeah, Lingard puts it in the net. But I think overall, Ross, I mean, playing the three at the back, we've stood firm. We have ridden our luck a couple of times, but it's that left hand side. I mean, just think of what could have been if we'd got that Perisic lad, you know. It's,
I know,
you know what we've missed out on by the owners not willing to arguing about £5 million, like, you know, whatever it was during the summer.
The double-edged sword to that, though, is if we did get Perisic, we may have not seen as much as Martial.
Yeah.
He's been incredible for us this season. His stats are ridiculous. His assist and goal ratio to minutes played is a joke, and he gets another one today. Stats isn't the be-all and end-all of football, but when you're amazing and you get the stats right, something's good's happening, and something's good's happening with Martial today. You're right, Pogba, influential. Valencia's goal, great finish, typical low-drilled shot, typical of that man. And yeah, you know, we have ridden our luck. De Gea's made a few great saves, but yeah, you know, at the same point, we've created a lot of chances the other end as well. But you know, there hasn't been great saves from Arsenal keeper. It's been us fluffing the chances, and I'd like to see that sharpened up a bit in the second half. When we counter, we need to create a chance at bare minimum. Snap says, "What a partnership! The dynamic duo, Marcus and Ross." Thanks, Snap, mate.
Cheers, pal.
Marcus, I am just gonna pop off and
go for
to the toilet.
it. Yeah, go on.
I'll tell you when I'm back.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers, mate.
All right. So, what does everyone make of that first half then? To me, absolutely phenomenal first half. I agree with Ross, what people are saying on Twitter. Very good first half. Probably, yeah, I would agree, it's probably the best that we've played all season against the top team. And yeah, I just think, you know, more of the same. I think you'll probably tell them at half time to keep it tighter, get that left hand side protected. Probably have a word with Martial, because it's the overlap of Bellerin and Iwobi that's causing the problems there. So yeah, I think Durrani, Marcus, you legend, big man. Cheers, mate. Yeah, Mark, I'll shout it out again. Mark is on holiday at the minute, but he will be doing his live match reaction after the game. So he hasn't left or anything like that. He's just having this watch-along off today, I suppose is the way to put it. Gungshi says just what we needed. Yeah, I think really good. I think the best thing about this, if the result stays like this and we get the win, the momentum going into the Manchester City game would be absolutely phenomenal. They'll be absolutely really pumped up for it, and plus it's at Old Trafford as well, and the way we've been playing is, yeah, we're at a really good stage in the season there where momentum will carry us through the Christmas period. So I really hope that it carries on. Dies TV, another contribution. Thanks for that. It says Martial's assist on the second goal was a real beauty. It was, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic touch. Absolutely fantastic touch. Lewis Gaylord says, what a good game of footy. Come on United. Yep. Come on United, let's get cracking. Mark's in the comments as well. Hiya Mark, hope you're enjoying yourself. He says what a game. Let's have a look. George Carl says Mark saving the season from De Gea. I think De Gea was absolutely immense. Absolutely immense in that first half. Some of the saves, yeah, I think Ross is right. You know, some of the saves you would expect him to make, but that one towards the end where he's clawed it out with his left hand from Lukaku, I think it's absolutely, it's saves like that wins you points. It really is. Toby says Rojo and Smalling scare me like crazy. I'd be more worried about Smalling than Rojo, to be honest. Have a look. Where is Mark? Mark is on holiday, but he will be doing a live match reaction after the watch along. But Christopher Morton, who would you bring on in second half? Lingard is going to be blown by 70, so someone for him. I think the obvious one would be Rashford. I think Rashford go on the right for Lingard. And I would like to see, to be honest, I would like to see our three best forward players, attackers, go at Arsenal. I really would. I think they'd be, well, they crapped their pants more than what they did in the first half, wouldn't they, really? So, George would have loved that Smalling comment from me. He might have done, Sandeep, yeah. De Gea, man of the match. Yeah, for me as well, Issuer James. Without a doubt, first half, absolutely phenomenal. Let's have a look. Who's that? Ian says Lindelof on for Smalling. No, Lindelof, Smalling and Rojo are our back three, Ian. They're already on.
And they're all playing really well.
Oh yeah, big boy, you're right.
I'm back, mate.
Yeah.
I've made it to brew.
Have you?
I'm back.
Right, I'll leave you for a couple of seconds then while I go and have a toilet break then.
No worries, mate. No worries.
I'll see you in a second.
See you in a bit. I was actually thinking while I was making a brew about potential subs. I mean, our bench is what I believe to be weak. I think we're starved of options, and I think I just saw it in the comments. Rashford, very good shout. I think Rashford is, the sort of go-to player really when you're looking to make a sub. But who are you taking off? You taking off Martial? Absolutely not. Not in the form he's in. So Lingard is 6, says Megian. He's played 6 today. I mean, what were we calling him earlier? Messi Lingard, and that's what we've got. I mean, Rossi's from draining. Oh, brilliant. Sorry, I just read a comment there that I shouldn't have done. Yeah, so look, the subs are. I wouldn't make any, and I'd maybe put Rashford on for Martial, maybe on the 70th minute. Rojo isn't playing well, says Avanish. Unnecessary tackles, leaving spaces. Would prefer to see Herrera for Rojo. I disagree with that, mate. I think it's a fair comment, but back three works really well. Kieran, Ross, do you think Martial can become the Ballon d'Or winner? Yes, man. I don't know why I broke into a little bit of laughter there. Absolutely, the guy has got incredible amounts of talent. We're seeing it. We're seeing it now, to be honest. So in fruits of his labour, and what a player! And the talent is there for all to see. Bargain, 50 million, 60 million, 70 million down the drain. But it didn't go down the drain. It's an absolute bargain. I can't say his name, but someone says missing Rooney. Missing Rooney. We're not missing Rooney at all. It's nice. I think you all know what my thoughts are on Rooney. I think he's a club legend. But it was good. I was glad to see him go. Jesse. Lionel Lingard or Jesse Messi, says Mr. Prodigy. Lionel Lingard is quite good actually. Lingardinho, says Adam Lee here. We're having some fun with this. I like it. I like the comments. The comments have been fantastic today. If Lukaku could just hold the ball. Look, I think Lukaku needs a goal, says Will Glenister. Look, I think Lukaku's had a good half. I really do. I think he was influential. He got an assist for Valencia's goal. It's about as influential as you can get. And you know what? He's played well. I think that our overall, when we break, we need to create better chances. And I think, yes, he needs to take some flack for that. But I kind of said it in the first half. When you're, if you're on a goal drought, but your team's winning 2-0, then there's no worries there for me. It's when you're in a goal drought and your team can't win, that's when it becomes a problem. But for me, Lukaku's doing enough. It'd be nice for him to get a goal. And do you know what? For the haters, I don't think a Lukaku goal in this game will shut the haters up, because I think what we want to see from Lukaku, and it's only happened once this season, is him to score a match-winning goal. Because we've scored, when Lukaku scores, it's normally 4-0. And he just bangs in a last-minute sort of goal when the team are just throwing men forward. It'd be nice for Lukaku to get a goal in a game that wins it. So the haters will hate. I think Lukaku's been brilliant. Well, not brilliant. I think he's done enough. I love Lukaku, says Sebastian. Jesse Hitler, says Kevin. Look, Jesse Lingard's played really well. Really, and what a finish! I mean, I've been talking about this assist from Martial. It's a great finish from Jesse Lingard. Really good finish. Look, Sushi King, 71% Arsenal possession, 29% Man United. It was always going to happen away at Arsenal. Me and Marcus said it before the game. You kind of got to let Arsenal have the possession because they're very good at keeping it. But it's what you do when you get the ball that counts. And we've had the ball in the net twice. They haven't. Are you back, Marcus?
I'm back, mate. Yeah.
You're back. Well, you made a. Oh, you didn't make a brew. You went for a wee, didn't you?
Yeah, I got Mum to make me a coffee, mate.
Yeah. Where's the haters?
So Lukaku, Ross, has he done enough? Do you think? First half, I think he's been really well. Obviously, he's not scored yet, but you know the effort's there, the drive is there. He's running the channels, holding the ball up, running at the defenders. So all that's missing is a goal for him, I think.
Yeah, I was just saying that while you're away. I was having a bit of a debate with a few people in the comments, and I think he's done enough for me. Yeah. Just to repeat, I think that when you're, when you're not winning games, a striker with a goal drought becomes an issue. When you're winning games, when you're 2-0 up at half time, it doesn't become an issue because he's doing something right. He got an assist. He is creating spaces. Yes, it wasn't the perfect half. Yes, he made mistakes. Yes, his first touch did let him down at some points. But we didn't buy a perfect striker. We brought a striker that needs to improve a lot, but he is improving our team. He is definitely improving our team. And if you can't see it, then you need to watch a little bit closely because spaces for players sometimes he goes out wide. Right, we don't want to see our strikers out wide. Space opens up for Martial. Space opens up for Lingard. It works really well. So I'm pleased with him, mate. And I was saying, I don't know if you've gone through this, but we'll watch your second half subs, mate, if any.
None for me, mate. Not at all at the minute. I think there was a comment earlier about, I can't remember who it was now, saying that Jesse Lingard would probably be blowing by the 70th minute. So if that's the case, I would like to see Rashford come on the right hand side and just let rip at him. See how that front three with that much pace goes against a top four side. I would really like to see that. So they are out for the second half, and we kicked off. So United obviously kicking right to left.
I mean, Arsenal are kicking left to right.
Well done, Michael.
Oh, brilliant. I'm getting the hang of this football thing, aren't I? Next time we do it, we can go through offside together.
We will do, mate, yeah. Because I do think the offside rule needs clearing up, actually. So, here we go. Suhas says, we may concede, but we'll kill it 3-1. I've got a funny feeling we're going to get a third. I really do. I think provided we have the same mentality as the first half, yeah.
I hope that funny feeling is true because a third is that's it for me.
Yeah.
A third, and we can just sit back and relax. And there is a little bit of tension still in this game. You do feel like if we concede, that's the problem. You feel like if we concede, we will sit back even more.
Yes.
And that's where it becomes an issue. Ramat says feeling Arsenal Man U 2-3. No, yeah. I'm not going to even entertain that.
Peter Doyle's gone to get some Valium for the second half.
He can give me some while he's at it.
Anthony Evelyn, let's attack him. I think, yeah, I do think we should attack, not sit back the second half. There's still 45 minutes left to play, obviously, and I think if we invite them on, they are that sort of team that can get a goal, and get their tails up.
Twig says 3-0, Flex is 30th, which 3-0 is 30, and Flex is at the game today, and we haven't said it, have we? But Flex does the fan cams, and he's doing a few fan cams with DT, which will be an unmissable watch if it stays as it is. So got to tune into them fan cams, and he's been there's other videos that he's done on previews to this game, and you've got to watch them as well because it'd be even funnier watching them because DT was so confident, blindly confident as well, if you ask me.
So Rojo just did a fantastic interception about a minute ago.
But I thought he's having a bad game.
Well, he was, wasn't he? Apparently, it's not Not me, mate. I didn't say he was having a bad game.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it to say it because the comments have been giving him a bit of stick. I stand behind that little Argentinian beast. Yeah, it was a really good interception actually. Decent cross coming in. Lukaku looked exposed on the back post, but you know, Rojo cut it out before it even got there. So brilliant.
So Arsenal coming forward, trying to find that killer pass to get him behind, but everyone's doing their job well.
I want to see the front three and Pogba get on the ball a bit more though, because like we were saying in the first half as a joke, it is only Xhaka and Ramsey.
Yeah.
You know, we should be knocking it about them, not the other way round.
It's 2-1. Arsenal scored.
Oh, for God's sake! Who scored it?
Lacazette.
Oh,
The defence just stood still. Really bad. It was a long ball in, and Ramsey made the run through the defence. No one tracked him. Played it back. Let's see, who was it? I think it's Pogba. Pogba's lost him. He's not even looking at him. Not even looking. Dave can't do nothing about it. He is onside, but no one's tracked the run of Ramsey.
yeah, I've just seen it. It's a catch-22 that Pogba has lost him, but you'd feel that three centre-backs should be able to pick up a spare man.
They should deal with it, yeah, they should.
I think they all got tracked aside. Rojo did have a bit of a word at Pogba. I think Pogba has got to realise the danger and see that, like you could see the space, and he ain't looking behind him, and he's just pointed at the player. But Ashley Young as well stood there. It was just a lack of organisation.
Ramsey's well onside.
Moonwalker blames Rojo.
Well, I mean, Pogba's lost his man. He's not even looking at him. But Rojo, yeah, the three defenders there, they should be spotting the danger. So it's now 2-1.
The problem is, right, a lot of people calling for Rojo, whatever, to come off. We haven't got anyone on, you know, we're not bringing Darmian on, please no, and we can't bring Blind on in a game like this, so it has to be as it is. We just need the midfield to step up now. That's where the battle's being lost. You know, I think a defence that's getting that many chances created against it is going to concede at some point.
Yeah.
So it was expected. I mean, another last-ditch tackle there. I forgot who it was. Was it Lindelof or Rojo?
I think it was Lindelof there, Mike, that one.
I mean, that was... I'm not liking what I'm seeing, mate.
No, we're just sitting back now thinking that the game is over and done with, but no, it's always that second half. We did it against Watford as well, Ross. You know, that
I mean, Jesse Lingard giving away possession there. It was just unacceptable.
You know, we're pumping a long ball up to Lukaku now, and we're in. Oh, what is it going in? Oh, yes. Hit the post. Oh, Lingard. Czech got a hand to it. It went on the post. Martial with the follow up and just couldn't get it in. Too many players back. This is going to turn into a real open game now.
I mean, it has been the best game of the season by far. I think it's been unreal. Jose won't want that now, and rightly so. You know, we shouldn't be conceding chances like we are.
Oh, Dave with another save again. No one is looking. No one's tracking the runner from the edge of the box. The positioning has just gone out the window. Iwobi there, straight at De Gea. You'd expect him to save it, but it's terrifying.
Jesse Lingard should have done better with that opportunity for me. He was one-on-one with the keeper, and he got caught in two minds, and he kind of hit it at him, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, what is going on here? Come on. Get the concentration and organisation back here. But so far, second half, Ross, defending has been really, really bad.
Yeah, what a save by De Gea. What a save. I know it was at him, but it's easy for them to spill past you, so... I think something's got to change. I'm looking for Herrera now. I wonder if Matic is flagging. I think he was phenomenal first half, but there's just too much space in that midfield. I think we need another man in there. So I may be looking at Jesse and saying, look, I'm going to have to sacrifice you because we need another man in midfield that's going to hold possession.
Yep.
Martial.
I think that energy as well from Herrera as well.
Herrera,
I mean, he can't. He runs around like a bulldog, doesn't he, on the pitch? And when he's on top of his game, he is on it. Right, come on, Jesse, get in there. Well, they're bypassing the midfield like they're not even there.
I know. If you look at Pogba's positioning, I do like him playing so far forward, but he now needs to He needs to sit back a little bit more than he is, because he is playing as a second striker to Lukaku, to be honest.
A couple of people asking who scored for Arsenal. It was Lacazette. Iwobi, it looks like he's still on that left hand side, but again it's Lindelof. He's got 2 against 1 there.
Yeah, he's actually made a bit of a difference to Iwobi. I mean, Young's tucking in, and that's not good. So Bellerin is and their respective left back and right backs are getting so much space in attacking positions, because Young is reverting to an absolute flat back four at the minute, and Lindelof's playing more as a right back, because Valencia's not tucking in like Young is, which, if you're going to tuck in like that, I personally believe you've got to do it as a team, not individuals.
Matic's doing well there, shielding the ball from Alexis. Out come United now, Lukaku. Oh, bad first touch.
Needs to stop that.
I think this is it may cause us a problem in the second half here. Lukaku's first touch, we know it's not the greatest, but he's got to hold that ball up a little bit better there. Got to show a bit more strength. Come on, United.
Rojo did a great header running backwards there. Again, why are they midfield? Why can they loop balls like that in it? Unopposed midfielder, edge of our box, just scoops a lofted ball in, nearly catches Rojo out.
Lindelof's giving the ball away here. Dangerous. Another save by Dave. Double save. How was that? Ref. I think the second one should have been offside. But De Gea, he stopped Lacazette.
Didn't score, did he?
No, he didn't. No, he stopped Lacazette, and the rebound from Sanchez. Arsenal, absolutely, they're all over us at the minute. All over us.
You're right.
It's offside. There are 3 players offside in that build-up, and it wasn't even flagged. I think you should start calling Arsenal rubber to green as well, mate, for this one.
That second save is beautiful to watch, though. Just stabs a foot out. It was almost like a tackle.
Yeah. But De Gea,
come on,
he's keeping us in it at the minute. So Arsenal 21 attempts to our 5, 11 on target to our 2. See again, United, we're just sitting back. We're getting deeper and deeper and deeper.
That second save is unreal. Pogba off, he's tired. I saw fatigue against Watford, and we're seeing it today. He's just come back from injury and he's played a monumental amounts of minutes. But you cannot take Pogba off. I think we just need, like I said, another man in there to support the midfield. And for me, he hasn't played bad, but it's Jesse off, Herrera on for me. And just play Martial and Lukaku as front 2. Leave them up there. Everyone else behind the ball.
Would you not want to take Matic off with an eye on the City game? Herrera's warming up now, mate. He must have heard you.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. He could take Matic off, but I don't think he can. Yeah. What's the point? The City game's dead if we don't win this. Do you know? Well, I didn't say that beforehand, but we're winning this. Let's protect this.
Sanchez, get up. Come on. Rojo's getting a yellow. That was nothing. You never touched him, ref. Never. Never is that a red, yellow card. Never. Again, Sanchez, Alexis, he's gone down like he's been shot again. Alright, you may have caught him on the back of the hill, but it's not intentional, come on. Dangerous free kick here to Arsenal. Left hand side of our box. How many minutes left? 32. Got a long way to go yet.
Can't start looking at the clock yet, and he hasn't. I've just seen it. He didn't touch him. Get up, Sanchez.
So Ozil standing over the free kick. Do you know what? I'd be very tempted to go Rashford here for his defensive duties.
Rashford for who?
I would go Rashford.
Martial?
No, I'd go Lingard, mate. I really will.
Play Rashford out on the right.
Yeah, I know you're saying Herrera. But I think a lot of these attacks here are coming down the wings. So we've got Lindelof down.
A double change. Bring Herrera on as well, or maybe either Matic or Pogba. I mean, I've given him a lot of stick this year. But Herrera is.
No, it's Matic that's down. Sorry, my mistake. Matic is down. Head collision with Koscielny, but Koscielny's up.
Oh, that was a hell of a collision. Wow.
He'll do well to get up from that.
Yes, young Malvin to the ref. What to the lino? Did you not see that?
Yeah.
That was a foul. You can't. I know he's going for the ball, but you know you can't go for the ball and headbutt another player and go, "Oh, I was going for the ball. It's fine." Crack. Oh. That is wow. Get warming up, Herrera. Is he up?
He's up, mate. Yeah, he's up. He's just walking off the pitch now. Jose's giving instructions to Lukaku and Pogba. Yeah.
What's he saying? Lukaku, get your first touch right, mate.
AK Ninja Beast says, "Man, you're going to win." I hope so. Super XL Gaming, I'm sorry, we can't keep Mourinho too defensive. We are Man U. Del Boy says, "Are you crazy?" Who are you referring to first?
Probably me. Yeah, I agree. Ban the fake score, guys.
Yeah.
I don't get what you get out of it, mate. Like,
no, it's still 2-1 United. So Arsenal coming forward again. No, that was Ozil out to the right. Iwobi's crossing, cleared by United. Oh, Lingard is just holding the ball up. He's got no options anywhere. No options at all. You're playing so far back. Xhaka with a foul there. I mean, come on. I mean, in all fairness, if Rojo's got a yellow for nothing, Xhaka could have had one there.
Xhaka should have had a yellow in the first half. Dirty scum player. Come on, United. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting really tense.
I'm still alright at the minute. I'm still confident we'll win it.
You're going to be the confident one now, and I love it. That was cynical. And he had a go at the ref straight after. You can't flail your arms about if you don't like the decision, Xhaka.
Jamie Roberts says we miss Bailly and Jones. That's
Miss Bailly,
yeah, I was going to say Bailly, yeah. Twix Space Raiders, why did he not book it? I don't know, mate. Don't know. If Rojo got one, he should have booked Xhaka there, definitely.
FA's had a word at half time, haven't they?
So United on the break here. It's 2 against 2. Lingard out to Pogba. No, too long. Oh, he's got round him. It's 3-1 United. Come
Go
on.
Who scored it? Who
Lingard.
scored it?
Lingard. Assist
Yes,
again
Lingard.
from Pogba.
Well done.
Pogba
Marcus,
showed fantastic.
Your optimism paid off, Marcus. I'll never doubt you again,
Yes,
son.
come on. Great, I've got to say, mate, I've been very sceptical about Pogba for a while, but their absolute phenomenal strength to go round two players, phenomenal. They tried to bring him down, they couldn't.
I've captained him today and he's got 2 assists, so I'm buzzing.
He's got the ball there. I think it was Koscielny that was fighting with him, and then Monreal had a bit of a go at him as well. Across the face of the goal, Lingard, back post.
I tell you what, Arsenal, sit down and shut up.
That's it. I mean, Lingard, you know, people don't like him. He is a divider, as Mark says. But, love him or hate him, in the big games, he turns up. He does turn up. Marie Ellison wants a shout out. There you go.
Mourinho's jumping up.
There you go. That's it.
There you go. I've got to change the score, Ross. You've seen the goal now. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. You're right. It's all Pogba. I mean, Jesse, yes, great break. Where's Lukaku, by the way? But anyway, Pogba rounds 2 players. Jesse Lingard's there. Fantastic. Wow. And yeah, you're right. Koscielny again. I mean, what a mare that bloke's had. Whoever said he's a decent centre back needs their head checked out, because Pogba has made him look like a mug. And yeah, Jesse Lingard, right place, right time, and that is a skill in itself, to be honest. And we've got a contribution which says it's from Jared Pacemans again. This contribution is for Jesse Lingard. Earn it. Fantastic, mate. What a genius move by Pogba, and that's why you've got Granit Xhaka, and that's why we've got Paul Pogba, mate. Because Granit Xhaka's a joke. Pogba's the best in the league.
And
phenomenal.
Arsenal fans believe that Xhaka was better than Pogba at one point, didn't they?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the brilliance of Arsenal fans, and then they had a big bite.
Dave with the save again. Oh. Do you know what? When De Gea saves it, you know on FIFA when you hit it at the goalie and the rebound always goes to the player, doesn't it? Their player.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, mate. Every time Dave saves, it's going to an Arsenal player.
Yeah, well, the centre backs need to look at themselves in that case, because you should be chasing these balls in quicker than their strikers. You should always be goal side of them anyway, so you should have the head start. There's no excuse. They seem to just stand there and watch it and expect him to save it, which is complacency. But best goalkeeper in the league, best goalkeeper in the world.
He's been absolutely phenomenal today. Absolutely phenomenal. I know Mark's going to do his reaction after the game, but for me already, De Gea, man of the match, hands down.
Yeah.
So Arsenal free kick has been cleared away, and they were offside anyway. So
regardless of what's, this is the game of the season for me. This is United at their attacking best. We have sat back when we've needed to, when there's been a lot of pressure, but for me, it's just game of the
Herrera's
season.
coming on now.
Who for?
And it's Martial coming off.
Wow, so he's didn't expect that,
No,
but he has gone missing.
Martial's not looking happy.
No, he wouldn't do. But to be fair to Martial, in moments like this, he needs to understand that it's a team.
Jose's having a word with him. Yeah, he's all right. Like you said there, Ross, he's not been quite as effective in the second half. It's Herrera is a better centre midfielder than you, Martial. I'm sorry, but he is. And at the minute, we need a centre midfielder, not a winger. So I'm sorry that you have to be sacrificed, and that is a good sub for me. I've been critical of Jose taking Martial off at the wrong times in games. This is the right time, and you can't take Jesse off on a hat trick. Messi, Lingard. What was it? Lionel Jesse, Lionel Lingard. A lot of people now are saying that park the bus now. I don't think so. I wouldn't park the bus at all in this game. I would carry on the way it's going. Frustrate them and hit them on the counter.
What would your thoughts be, Marcus, on Rashford on, Lukaku off? What would you think?
I would, do you know what? that's probably not a bad shout, mate. I mean, we're not getting crosses in the box, are we?
No.
So we're not utilising his height. So yeah, no, that's a good shout, mate. Hopefully, just long ball it or play a nice through ball with Rashford, and his pace will cause the Arsenal defenders no end of trouble. It really will.
Yeah.
Because Lukaku for me at the minute just being a bit static.
We forget that Rashford is, he is an orthodox centre forward, really. He's only recently turned into a winger. I mean, Diego Lingardinho.
I mean, Arsenal their response to this is Welbeck. He's getting warmed up.
Oh no! Oh, really scared of Danny the Flop Welbeck. Thanks for the 18 million quid for that, by the way, Arsene Wenger.
Come on, Matic, get your head on that. That's it. Ashley Young, out we go. Come on. Yes, right, here we go. We're on the break again. Lingard coming down the left-hand side. He's gone past Koscielny. He's given it to Pogba. Lukaku's making the run. No, he's ignored him. He's gone to Herrera. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty on Herrera.
Who was it?
Ozil.
Oh, a future teammate as well.
Absolutely disgusting tackle.
What's the ref thoughts on it?
I think he's booking him for it, but it is very cynical, mate. There's no attempt to get the ball there at all. There's no way he's catching Herrera, and he's just gone to the ground, took him out. So
there's
Arsenal
great
make the
little play
change.
by Young.
It's going to be Zakharov for Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, it was cynical, that. Really cynical.
There's no
it
way
was only
he's
a
getting
booking,
it, is it?
It's only a booking. Pogba's just taking the piss, as usual. Lingardinho. Loving all these Lingard puns, by the way, live comments. Danny Wellbad from Pork Chops. Like that. I like that, Pork Chops. That's made me chuckle. Danny Wellbad. I've never heard that one before.
So Arsenal now, what have they done? They took a midfielder off them for a striker, so they're going to go narrow then, I would assume.
Who scored? Says Camille. I'll let you answer that.
Yeah. First goal for United was Valencia. Second goal was Lingard. Then Arsenal come back in it with Lacazette, and then Lingard's put the third in for United.
Brilliant. I mean, you wouldn't have wrote that. Jesse Lingard brace. First one was a fantastic finish. Second one, he had to finish, but you have to credit him for being there, because where was Lukaku? And that's not me having a go at him, but he should have been there. Shouldn't have been Lingard. No. Lingard's made that effort, and he's got the reward for that. So you have to clap him and say fair play. But Pogba, I think we've seen the assists today have almost been better than the goals, haven't they, Marcus? I mean,
they have, yes, definitely.
Martial's assist, phenomenal.
Yeah.
That Pogba one was just beast. And obviously Lukaku did a good little through ball to Valencia.
Yeah. Rojo's done a great block there, put it out for a corner, and Ashley Young has cleared the corner.
Dizzy22, I think that was his name, it scrolled by so quick, says Jesse Ibrahimovic.
Right, Ashley Young bombing for again. That is late. That's a yellow 4. Ashley Young is on the ground. I think it was Koscielny. No, it's Bellerin.
I hate that bloke.
Clattered into him. Ashley Young sort of like lobbed it over him as he's gone to the ground, but absolutely clattered him. Slow Rasanki says, where is Mark? Mark is on holiday. He will be live after this, doing his live match reaction.
Just quickly, Ozil watch, right? Just trying to see what he'd bring us, and one thing that I just seen that foul, it's disgusting. One thing that he will bring us is set pieces, because Ozil's delivery of a corner has been phenomenal. They just ain't got the players to get on the end of it. But Ozil hasn't actually had a bad game for me.
Giroud is coming on.
See, that's where we need to worry, because Giroud on the end of an Arsenal corner, because they have been immense, is a worry. So it's a shame. This is where I'd bring on Fellaini, to be honest, to counteract that. But
we haven't got, apart from Herrera, Ross, I can't remember hearing anyone on the bench that have got that fight in them. You know what I mean? That tackling, dirty tackling sort of tactic. You know, no one really strong.
No, we said it before the game. The bench looked weak, actually, because we didn't really have any centre-backs on the bench, which is a worry going into a game. You need centre-back cover, especially with our track record of injuries. And also, we didn't have height on the bench either, which we always have. We always have a Fellaini or someone. So
Pogba's in trouble here.
With what?
Bellerin's gone on the floor here and the ref's calling him over. He's having words. It's a red for Pogba.
What?
A red card for Pogba.
He was getting his own back on that Bellerin challenge.
Pogba's clapping. It's, let's see, he's...
No.
He's, wow. Bellerin's gone down, and behind the back of the knee, Pogba's stepped on him. I'm not going to say stamped, but he has stepped on him, and by the letter of the law, that is a red. I don't agree with it, but I mean, it's a harsh one considering the tackles that have just gone in on Herrera and Ashley Young. I think it is a harsh one, but I can see why the refs give it.
Right, he won the ball.
Yeah,
he won the ball. Bellerin assumed that position. He only went for the ball. Could he have moved his foot out of the way? No, he was fully stretched, winning the ball. It was an unfortunate challenge, but Bellerin assumed that position and he lost the ball. How can you send him off for that? Well done, FA. Well done, you stupid twat of a ref. What a joke.
So the
now we have to bring on Darmian.
Yeah, Mourinho's answer is Darmian coming on. So let's see what happens here. So now it is park the bus.
Well done, ref. Well done, ref. Well done, referee. Do you know what? He has just ruined the greatest game of this season, because this game only goes one way now. There's going to be no more dynamic attacking football. It's going to be part of the bus, which we have to do.
Yeah.
Well done, ref. Well done, FA. Yeah, again, you've ruined it.
Right. So Lingard's coming off for Darmian. It looks like we're going to go with what, 4-4-1 by the looks of it.
This is why I'm so glad I don't play football for United, because if I was on that pitch now, I would break someone's legs.
Well, the thing is, Ross, a lot of the comments now are saying he's out for the derby. I mean, that is a big miss.
It's dreadful. Well, you never know. We could appeal that. I think he won the ball. I really do.
Oh yeah,
I think Bellerin
he has got the ball. Yeah.
Because what you have to take into consideration is, did Pogba win the ball? Yes or no? Yes. Could he have moved his foot out the way? Was it an unnecessary stamp? I don't think it was. He was fully stretched. Bellerin's leg was there. It's not like Pogba's leg found, like, it went for Bellerin. Bellerin assumed that position and lost the ball. I think you appeal that all day long. I don't know if that's, I'm going to look at the comments. Please tell me if I'm being deluded. Appeal the red, says Kieran Ryan. Yeah. Danny Dobson says free game ban. Flavio says shut up. A lot of people saying no way.
I agree with you. He's won the ball without a question. But I suppose from the referee's point of view, it's what he's actually done, is it? Is it the intent as well? And for me, letter of the law, if you step on someone like that, I don't think there's any argument about it. I'm trying not to be biased. I'm trying to be straight down the middle. But
yeah, no, I agree. I maybe am being biased, but I just look at it and think the only problem, it will be appealed. We will definitely going to appeal it,
yeah,
and I think you have grounds for it on the fact that he won the ball. I think
yes.
what Pogba has done stupidly is that applauding of the ref. Now that will go against him because you're not allowed to do that as dissent, and that's a sending off in itself.
Well, it could have been that
just...
he's applauding Bellerin, because Bellerin, once he was sat up, like, he was having words with him on the floor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can you say that he's made a meal out of it? You know?
No, I don't think he has.
No.
I think look, he got stamped on. You're right. That challenge hurt. That was a footballing challenge.
Yeah.
The argument would be, was Pogba out of control in the challenge? It wasn't out of control. He won the ball, and Bellerin planted his leg. You know, if every time someone challenged, you quickly run and stuck your foot in front of them, you're gonna get yourself hurt. That's why you don't do it. It was an unfortunate challenge, and it just happens. Them things happens in football. You need a decent ref to just.
You need a strong referee, don't you, for these decisions?
I'm sick of these refs, to be honest.
So we're over the top. We're in here, Valencia. Oh, Czech's come unlucky. Valencia nearly got the better, but Czech came out rushing. Great ball from Herrera there down the right hand side.
So we've obviously we've tucked Darmian in at left back.
Yes.
I think Ashley Young's playing a bit further forward, which is the correct decision. We are flat back five now. It's Valencia, the back three, Darmian at left back, and Ashley Young's playing as the left winger. He's playing further up top.
Which, in all fairness, could work to our advantage, because Valencia and Ashley Young are known for being wingers, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this could work out to be quite a good move here.
An interesting thought of what time we start time wasting, because you can't do it too early.
No.
But at the same time, we need to start slowing this game down.
So people asking who scored. So for United, it was Valencia the first goal and a Lingard brace, and for Arsenal it was Lacazette. We are coming up to the 80 minutes. So you know what will be the next thing, Ross? The extra time. How much is going to be added on? Because the 3 minutes in the first half was phenomenal. Where did that come from?
But exactly. It's the FA. It's going to be a lot of added time. I stupidly captained Paul Pogba. It was the right decision. I captained Paul Pogba today, and he obviously got an assist, but I think he's going to lose a lot of points for that sending off.
Nahush says City game is going to be horrendous without Pogba. Well, we might have Fellaini back, so might not be all bad.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Jared says 7 minutes at least. He's awaiting instructions from the FA. Daniel Lucero says he's given up. Don't give up, mate. Don't give up.
They have. They obviously have that earpiece in, so he'll be giving his orders. And I'm sure in his ear he was getting, send a United player off. We are. The FA plotted this. Says something in Chinese. I can't read Chinese, unfortunately, mate. I'm sorry.
Jake Hobbs is not happy.
No,
Cool
pissed
Guy
off
says,
me, is it?
nah, get lost Fellaini. Gareth Williams says fall down a well.
To talk about Fellaini a little bit, Fellaini historically has always done really well against City.
He has, yeah.
So, and I think when City press as they do, you've got to go over the press. Best chest control in the world football. Play him.
I've got to say, while we're talking and doing the show, time is going really quick. We're nearly on the 82nd minute.
I know.
So it's going really quick.
I'm kind of right, guys. I've done it before. I'm going to do it again. It's nearly 3,000 of you watching. We've got 2,000 likes. Me and Marcus have never hit 3,000 on a show. It'd be a United stand first. So please, if you're watching, smash the like button. It'd be great. And look, we said after we've got 2,000, We've never lost while we've got over 2,000 likes, me and Marcus. Let's make it 3,000. Let's set new records, because also hit a like if you think the FA are corrupt. That's the best way of people liking videos, because 100%, mate, something ain't right here. How can one club get that much bad luck, and how can Man City get that much good luck?
Yeah. And don't forget, if you're new to the United Stand, subscribe, because we are live every night at 8 o'clock. And make sure when you subscribe you hit the bell to get your notifications.
And we got Mark live straight after the game, so you'll hear his reaction, you'll hear his thoughts on the Pogba thing. I hope it goes the way I'm going, that it weren't a sending off. And obviously Flex's fan cams are going to be fantastic. He'll have DT on them, and we all want to hear what that guy wants to say.
Yeah. Arsenal, you know what, they're pumping the ball into the box now. They finally found out that playing around outside the area with the ball doesn't work, so in come the long balls now, being pumped in our area.
A decent save off Welbeck as well, a little deflection.
Looked like he's going to loop over him, doesn't it?
Looks easy, but other goalkeepers let that in because their positioning is so poor.
So Ozil's got the ball coming. Matic has tracked him all the way, which is good. Long ball out to the right to Lacazette. Rojo's out there with him. Go on, Rojo. Stand up. Go on, mate. That's it. Push him off the ball. Well done. Right. Tossed in by Ramsey. Welbeck on with the head over the bar.
Well bad. Danny Welbeck.
Let's take some comments. Jeanette Davies, where is Mark? Mark is on holiday, but he is doing a live match reaction after the show, so stay tuned.
Obviously United will make an informed decision on whether they appeal it. The problem with appealing is an unsuccessful appeal can sometimes increase the ban, but for me you appeal that. Because a straight red is a 3-match ban, I believe, which we can't lose Pogba for 3 matches.
There are grounds for an appeal, there really are, because he has got the ball first, and I agree with you that the applauding of the decision, whether it was towards the referee or for Bellerin, was a big mistake, because it will go against you. But trying to play devil's advocate, I've got to say, mate, letter of the law, I think it was the right decision. I really do.
That's fair dues. It's all about opinion. Just winds me out. Like Luke, think of the thought of not having him for 3 games is horrendous. It really is. But guys, let's be positive. All is not lost. We're smashing Arsenal. We've got Jesse, Messi, Lingard. You know, Fellaini's coming back. It's all coming to plan, but Pogba's just a blip.
Well, Chad Sproul, he agrees with me. He says, Marcus, it's a red, there is no doubt. Idiot decision making from Pogba. But he is a Chelsea fan, so I'd expect that. But Lukaku,
there may have been a little.
Ref, Koscielny, last man. He took Lukaku down, and he gets a yellow.
Pleb.
And Mourinho is going absolutely ape. How is that not a red?
I tell you what, Jose, run on the pitch and go nuts and see if you get sent off, because apparently Pep's allowed to do that.
He's all over him, mate. He's had a tug on the back of his shirt. He's clattered his legs, and Lukaku goes down. You could even say it was a blatant trip, because Lukaku was in front of him. And he's got a yellow. Absolutely disgraceful.
Great strength from Lukaku. Great strength.
We got
that's a red. That's a red for me.
A super chat here from Dice TV again. Thank you. De Gea, man of the match. Absolutely world class. I think he is, mate. For me, all day long. De Gea, absolutely immense. Ashley Young doing well there, tracking back on Ozil. But Koscielny, how he's got away with that, Ross.
Jose's right. It was disgusting. Yeah, he's blatant trip. You're right. There's a blatant trip. He realised that he tried to pull him down, messed that up, and just gone, right, I'm just going to trip him. He probably knew that he was going to get sent off for that. I bet when that yellow card come out, he thought, yes. Pleb or pleb.
Welbeck's gone down there looking for a penalty. He didn't get it. Darwin did well. Ashley Young, come after him, Ashley. Don't let him cross it. Dave, good save, Dave again. Cat-like reflexes, this bloke.
Man of the match, isn't he?
Without a doubt, I mean, Welbeck again. Oh, do you know what? It could have been a penalty. It could have been. Darwin's caught him. His right leg on his left. He's well within the rights to go down there, but thankfully the ref didn't give it. Right, what's he having a word with here?
Darmian looked. That's a big giveaway for me. Darmian looked at the ref straight away.
Herrera's got a yellow here. Alexis has got a yellow. Go on, Herrera, tell him. Go on. Oh, do you know what? I really wish I could say what I want on it. I really do. I could really go into one.
It was a penalty.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, he's caught him.
Yeah,
I've seen him give him.
Definite penalty.
But Herrera's took a yellow here.
But do you know what? Look, I'm not going to stop. What is this ref doing? That was a penalty. I want decisions like that given. Refs need to be consistent. The ref needs to not send Pogba off. He needs to not give that as a. He needs to give that as a penalty. You know, you've got to be consistent with what you're saying. We've both agreed it's a penalty. How has he missed it? How has the linesman missed that? The linesman's looking straight at it, and look, I know I should be thankful, but it just winds me up. How are officials that bad? It just it baffles me. And yeah, Sanchez and Herrera. Just headbutting Herrera, that's what I'd do. Not that we advocate violence on the United stand.
Lukaku could have been in there, but his first touch let him down again. Matic goes across, well done Matic, good spot. On Lacazette running behind there. He's looking for a penalty again, ref saying no.
What time are we on, Marcus?
We are on 89 minutes 40 seconds exactly. I'm interested on the added time for this one.
Oh mate, I bet there's not enough digits on that thing for what they want to give. I don't think they got double figures on it. Have they on that board? I'm sure they have.
Out we go. Ashley Young's on the break here. He's got Lukaku supporting him. 2 on 3. 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes added time.
They pushed him down.
But Ashley Young's got his free kick out on the left hand side.
I tell you what, mate, that tackle on Lacazette was a worldie.
Wenger, what are you moaning about? Get back in your chair.
That was a worldie. Yes, Smalling, says Henrik. Worldie challenge that.
Just want to let everyone know, BT has voted Jesse Lingard as man of the match.
Got that wrong. No. Who's your man of the match, Marcus?
Dave, mate, without doubt.
Yeah. Dave saved. Jesse Lingard scored 2. Dave saved 3 for me.
I must say that Pogba and Matic have played very well. Well, Pogba especially until he got his sending off. But Matic to be, Lukaku's in it. Again, a bad chest control. Out it goes. Goal kick to Arsenal. Another super chat here from Matthew McFadden. Thanks, mate. He says NASA are reportedly building a spaceship to find out what planet Steve McManaman is on after such terrible commentary and analysis.
I've seen a lot of that in the live comments about him. I mean, yeah, they should.
Rashford's on. Yeah, Rashford's coming on.
Yeah, it's just time wasting stuff. That is it. Lukaku?
Not sure yet, mate. He stood there ready to come on. I think.
Yeah, he's got to.
If it is Lukaku, it'll be the first time he's come off this season. You're right, that chest control was poor, mate.
It
really.
is, isn't it? Darth Vader says, why is Lukaku on the field? He's had a good game, I think. But again, it's another game without a goal, isn't it? And people will always, I think, criticise a striker based on their goals.
Guys, don't watch Arsenal Fan TV and chill. Watch United Stand and chill. Because it'll have the Arsenal Fan TV blokes on it. And it'd be a lot better watching them being goaded by Flex from the United stand. So watch that. That'll be uploaded. And watch Mark's match reaction as well, which will come straight after me and Marcus.
Rashford coming on for Ashley Young.
Ashley Young, so
92nd minute.
Played every minute of every game. That keeps up with Rashford's record, because Rashford's played in every game that United have played. In every competition. Only player to do so.
So we're coming towards the end of the game now, guys. There are 2.5 minutes left. Hit that like button if you haven't. It'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. You know, United Stand is live every night at 8 PM.
Nearly 3,000 watching again. Brilliant.
Fantastic to have you all involved today, and I hope me and Ross have proved a good substitute for Goldbridge. You know, tell us what you think. Oh, we've lost the ball out wide here on the right. Arsenal on the counter. They're not getting 2 goals now, mate. Not at all. Ozil has got to go backwards.
Only United can do that. So the big talking points then from this game is going to be how well we played, how fantastic De Gea was, and what's going to happen. Have we lost Pogba for City, which would be an absolute disaster. But again, guys, we stay positive, don't we, Marcus?
Yes.
Just because we don't have Pogba doesn't mean we've lost that game.
No.
If Southampton can take them to the edge, United can certainly do. So,
yeah, the comment earlier I said, don't worry about it, we got Fellaini. I'm not comparing Pogba and Fellaini at all. I'm just saying, like, we do have able substitutes that can fill in. I mean, maybe even Herrera. I mean, I think Herrera's done pretty well since he's come on. He's got stuck in.
Samuel asked what our man of the match is, so I think we've both gone with De Gea.
De Gea, yeah, without doubt. De Gea for us, for me, anyway. AJ Nails said it wasn't a red card. How long left, Nicky? There is 45 seconds. Arsenal on the attack. They're still trying to pass the way into the goal.
We haven't given the mods a shout out either. So big shout out to all the mods, by the way.
Yes, all the mods that are on today. Fantastic that you've been on and dealing with all the fake scores and being there when needed. So thank you to all. Wenger's having a moan on the sideline again.
What has he got to moan about?
I don't know. I really don't. He moans about everything, doesn't he?
The green. Yeah.
I think he's moaning how long De Gea has taken to take the free kick. Arsenal Stadium looks empty. Reminds me of City's.
Yeah. The city is yours. 20,000 empty seats. Yeah. Are you sure?
Out by Smalling. Crossed in, out by Lindelof. Only to the edge of the box. Do you know what? I think we've done a fantastic job as a whole on keeping Sanchez quiet.
Yeah, we have.
Welbeck's in, cut in, away. Away again. It's game over. United winners. 3-1. Jose again. A lot of people doubted the man as our manager. I see a lot of people shouting for Pochettino and Silva. But for me, Jose, all the way. All the way. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant performance from the team. Fantastic goals as well. The only downside I can see, Ross, is the Pogba red card.
Yeah, I'm going to just have a brief summary before I hand it over to you to say the goodbyes. But yeah, mate, fantastic game. Probably our best performance of the season. And it's a shame. Pogba will be the talking point. Got to appeal it with the FA. But apart from that, De Gea, best in the world. Lingard, what a game from him. Lukaku was okay. He was okay. He had a bit of an indifferent game, to be honest. But that's the 3 points we needed, you know.